knows. I don't.
There
You
we go.
don't.
Do.
All right. Yeah. So the first thing they heard is "I don't" from Holson, which explains a lot about her personality, honestly.
Yeah.
No.
If you
Yeah,
can't
so-
say no, you should say no.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want extra chicken nuggets? No.
So, okay.
Hey, hey,
That's
hey,
just a
hey,
minute.
hey, hey. Hey, exceptions to every rule.
So the last time we began, there's a lot of like prep stuff. I don't really remember. I just remember the important bit of all of us talking to Belos, trying to get her to choose freedom, and she finally did at the end.
We
Yeet.
started off mainly with Gallon, who was backtracking a little bit.
Oh, that's right. That was a lot of Gallon stuff. No wonder I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
with
My surprise
the
to know that when
Drake-
Gallon is alone by himself, I don't pay any attention a lot.
So
I
he got
can't.
to
If
meet
I'm not going to
other
hear it
trainers.
later, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he got to pick a bunch of trainers. He ended up choosing Virtue to be his trainer.
Really?
Sting.
He
Go
didn't.
ahead.
He didn't pick the freaking unhinged guy.
No, I'm
Huh.
surprised too.
Well, I guess. Well, the difference was choosing a more aggressive and more support-based form of blood magic, wasn't it?
Yes. Salazar the Blood Drake had the ability to give him maneuvers, kind of like a battle master, as well as was a lot more aggressive in his style of fighting, allowing him to be, when he gets hit,
Yep.
the creature takes damage.
Neat.
So he chose Virtue, which specializes in barriers, sanctifying magic, and healing.
Oh well, now we have our cleric, guys.
Cool. All right, time for me to respec.
Hey, yeah.
Hey! Alright. You guys,
And then after Gallon's training, went to the portal room to begin our departure to Soric. Belos was going first, and everyone took turns talking to Belos. Kier snuck away and did sending. Holson tried to message, didn't get anything back. Francis just straight up talked to her and her brother.
mhm.
Her brother. She did not talk to me. Did she?
No.
No. She didn't. She didn't. For whatever reason, she didn't lock eyes with Francis, and Francis took the time to give her brother. What was his name again? Started with an H.
Lock.
Hector.
Hemlock. That's what it was. Gave Hemlock the roar of the lioness.
But they've never been Hector. Ever.
Nope.
No, but
They're all named. They're all named after poison things.
Mhm.
I don't know. Have you
Oh,
ever
so-
met Hector? Pretty toxic.
And if I remember correctly, Hemlock was
Not
a
a
human.
poison,
right?
though.
he is a human.
He is a human. Okay, yeah.
And he
And
got
it's just-
absolutely fucked when the portal exploded.
He's not. He's probably not doing great.
I mean,
No,
we saved
the-
his
the
life. We
portal
healed him
thing-
for like 40 something.
No, that wasn't Hemlock who got wrecked. That was Belos' friend who got wrecked by
60.
Hemlock.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was him.
That was
Yeah,
Hemlock.
Hemlock stopped the shit out of him.
Hemlock fucked him up. Siegfried
Yeah, that was
tried to stop.
Belos' boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he got fucked up. I just remember
Yeah.
he bursted in there, saw him basically like impaled on the wall. It's like, oh shit.
Not a smart man. That man.
Yeah, that guy fucking was not having a good day.
At least he's alive now.
Yep.
I guess.
Gotta love that Tempest cleric getting his shit wrecked by technology.
And Belos jumped through the portal when it split in two, and she is being pursued by two people. I think she has it.
One person looked like the head of the Blackguard family. the person that you guys
Yeah.
met.
Mm-hmm. Hemlock went into the second portal, right? The one that the Bellos was supposed to go into?
Yes, he went technically home.
Yep.
While the other
Alright,
two
then.
pursued her.
He's like, I don't have time for this shit. And he went.
No, he looked back to Francis with a nod of approval and then went home.
Exactly.
Yep.
He didn't have time for this shit.
Francis is gonna have to make Bellis another weapon.
Yeah. Bellis doesn't
Mm,
have a weapon. She's just roaming.
She still
She
has
te-
her old one.
I don't know. I feel like they would have taken all of her weapons.
They took all of her weapons, but
Ah.
she does have the capability of casting Flame Blade.
Mm-hmm.
But I
And
also
fucking
don't
people
think.
up regardless.
But the thing is, I don't think she's gonna get Linus's roar back anytime soon.
No.
Yeah, but that's an arc for him, for the family. That's a family thing for her.
Yep. Where we ended was the portal closed, and we're left alone in the room with all the guards wondering what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm. And as they encircle and like take away Siegfried, make sure that he's alive. As you've healed him, as you reinflated his lungs and recracked his fucking ribs back into place.
And
You're healing
if anybody doesn't believe that chalice healing is good, it's good.
It's real good.
It real good.
Yeah, we're gonna be needing a lot more healing in the future because we don't have the temp HP.
Yep, we don't have that pillow anymore.
You don't have that meat.
Yep. Oh, we need that extra meat. Somebody get the gnome.
He's the tank. Throw it.
I just bolstered you guys. I'm not the tank. Fuck.
You take damage like the tank.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
once you start fighting smart enemies who realize that Francis is the problem, yeah, they started taking damage like a tank.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
It's the gnome.
But,
Get the greasy one.
Oh no, not the socks. But
I'm glad you knew where I was in that thought process.
But yeah, no, Francis is just kind of like will be kind of like awestruck at the situation and how that all played out, and just kind of like looking at where the portals were for a bit while the guards kind of figure out their shit. Not sure if we're gonna get in trouble or anything with this, you know?
You get basically testimonies. The area is clear until they like figure out what happened,
Yep.
delaying you even more.
They're not gonna figure out shit from me.
Francis
Same
doesn't
shit.
technically know anything.
You know, make sure that like none of the other teleportation circles are gonna be like. Send
I'm
you
not a
somewhere
snitch.
else.
Here you go in the middle of the ocean.
Hey, what is this? The Astro Sea? Oh no!
Oh no.
No! No!
Not again.
Not again.
But yeah.
So, after you guys are pseudo detained, you all gather together, have all your stuff. Was there any like last minute like purchasing things that you guys needed to do? I know you guys, some of you guys, bought gems.
Mm-hmm.
I
I made
did
sure
not.
to set up Oscar with what was it, 170 worth of gems. So that was 340. That was 340 worth of gold. So that way he's set. You don't have to worry too much about him. Financially, he's set. You guys still got to protect him, please.
Technically, Akir has gems and things at his place.
Yeah, but I got 500
Yeah.
gems, 500 gold worth of gems or 500, not gold worth of gem, but you know.
500
Trading.
like currency.
Yeah.
So that's like 1,000 gold worth.
Hmm.
Yes.
I don't think Galen got any gems, but
No, I don't think he did.
when he comes back,
I'm-
I'll give him the option.
He wasn't there during our shopping episode.
I'm extremely focused on just giving these people ice.
Yeah. Because ice is very valuable, especially if it
Yeah.
lasts.
Well, it'll last for an hour. They just need to get rid of it.
Yeah, but once people are trying to hold on to it for more than an hour, and it becomes a detriment, you're going to become hunted.
Okay,
And
well, the ice
you're
is going to
gonna-
melt in an hour anyway.
Yeah,
It's a desert.
It's a not necessarily. You be
Gear can only
surprised.
protect you so much.
Stop! You violated the law.
Your ice melted
They don't need to know.
in my kid's snow
They don't
cone.
need to know that I'm going to make the little whiskey ice balls. They don't need to know.
You would, wouldn't you? Little whiskey ice balls. All right.
They're like, oh, you wanted a different shape? Here you go.
In this episode, Olsen gets petty, finds someone who can complain about her ice, and makes their drink warm instead. Enjoy your warm whiskey.
It just
I
fucking.
would never.
You wouldn't.
No,
You
that's
would?
disgusting.
That's why I'm saying it would be like Olsen would do it. Olsen would do it to someone who put her down.
There are there are lines that I cannot cross.
I'm guessing the second one is supposed to be Zara.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. Save image.
Because now Hero Forge has all some familiar stuffs. I think that's cool.
Yeah. It's gonna be real neat.
But
I saw that.
what's up?
I was talking about the familiar thing. I was like, oh, I saw that.
Yeah, the only thing, my only problem with it is that if you choose a ground-based familiar, you don't seem to be able to move it around the base. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, you don't really get to. It's
But
just.
however, you can have yourself a giant token with only a small toad in the middle, and I think that's cool.
I think I can do this. Alright. So, after a little while, they let you back in and start setting up the teleportation circle for you. As they begin to do so, you get a sending, Akir,
Send it to me.
from your Lord Zorik. Your sister shall meet you at the Temple of the Eye.
Eva, thank you, man.
And as you are getting ready, the portal opens.
No tomfuckery this time?
No tomfuckery. And they even poke at it to make sure there's no tomfuckery. You see one guard with a spear that just and it goes
Right.
whoom, whoom. Oh good.
Okay. I'll grab Barney's reins and head through the portal.
Okay. You take Barney's reins, heading through the portal with the cart. Everyone within as well as Oscar and Buddy. Oscar there, Vickery there. I'm using Roll20 just to keep track of fucking who's going with you, you know?
Yeah.
Because I have all the tokens right there. So, get the fuck out of here, Francis, and your turret.
Francis,
And
not
your
going
palm.
forward?
No. So, we have Quill, we have Wholesome, we have
Interesting.
Yeah, no, Francis makes sure to let you know, Akir, that he's going to be focusing on his project for Sorik as part of his him staying back too, so that's not something he's forgotten about. So,
Thank you.
yeah, no, I'm a man, I'm a gnome of my word. And it'll be a lot easier for me to make headway on that if, I'm not worrying about dying every single day.
This is true. Very well. Rest well, Francis.
Don't worry, I'll keep you in contact and make sure to give you updates as I get them.
All right. So, I'm putting this out there. In your party, you have Gallon, Butch, Akir, Wholesome, Blood, Buddy, Vickery, Oscar, and Quill, as well as Barney.
Oh,
Well, Barney isn't going to last long. Remember,
I
I'm planning on
think
giving him to
so.
Thorik as a food sacrifice.
The sacrifice. Thank you for
Hey,
the
based
sacrifice.
on what I read, dragons really like eating Aurochs, so...
all right.
Mm-hmm. So, as you go through, you enter in the Temple of the Eye, which is what is called for the teleportation circles. Within this chamber is a large, pale sandstone building with very, well, Egyptian type vibes, to be honest, with some Grecian elements in the pillars. It's the best way I could describe it. And standing in near the portal, could you please describe your sister for us?
Ah! Insara! I'll type out her name in case anybody wants to know.
Okay.
Insara is an air genasi that resembles a half-elven woman. She stands average height about 5'6". Average height, average weight, with long, dark hair that seems to be floating in the wind, as air genasi does, with gems sticking out. With gems sticking out of the side of her heads like small horns. She's live, because I believe she is a rogue class. And she is, well, if I had to, rate her on a scale, she'd be like an 8 out of 10.
Personal stuff. Personal taste.
Her skin is a beautiful blue with a slight sheen, constantly moving over it as if you're looking at a cloudy sky. And that's what I got for her.
Neat.
Yep. As she moves forward to, greet you, she does look slightly confused. Sword did inform her about your new situation, but seeing is believing.
Yeah, Kira raised a hand and said, I know. It will be solved in a few moments.
I see. These are your compatriots?
Yes, the people who have agreed to aid me in my quest. Galen, Wilson, and go through the list.
Yep. Barney.
Yep, this is
I got
Barney.
named.
Horson does not like her last name being seen. Galen is probably going to get sunburnt very easily.
You just see crisping like bacon while inside the temple.
Oh yeah, what's it feel like?
It is hot. And usually in a desert you feel like it would be like a dry heat, which would be withstandable. But due to the fact of the large oasis that has been carved out in this area, it is humid.
Okay.
But you do feel a breeze coming from these small, I guess, window spaces, window slits within this chamber.
Immediately start taking off her like overclothes that she wore for
Yeah.
the winds.
Yeah, those that
Horson's
have
like taking off her like jacket, and she's like, "Yeah."
the best way I could describe it is that if there wasn't wind, it would be straight up 110 degrees.
Yes,
We're black,
welcome to
like
the
black and like
to the
deep
desert.
purple, so I'm gonna be dying.
But there's a reason Akira
So-
wears bright colors.
Reflective. So,
Don't worry,
Your
Horson,
sister-
We'll give you some. We'll give you some clothes soon.
No.
No, you want to stick with it.
well,
Yeah.
I thank you all for traveling with my brother. Sister. Sibling. And helping him in his journeys. And she does a slight bow. I've been told to greet you as well as take you to the homestead and prepare food in your arrival.
Excellent. How has it been at home since my departure?
It has been slightly... It's been very boring. The housework has been fine and things like that. Not many people come visit anymore since they've realized that you are on a quest, but many of your old compatriots have stopped by and I've hosted for them. But that is about
local affairs.
But not many has shown themselves in these past months.
Well, if you so desire to join us in our next adventure, feel free. We have recently had a companion disappear.
I see. Maybe.
Maybe.
There's many things to do here.
And where we're going is very dangerous.
Indeed.
And as we walk, I'll tell her about what I've learned. That we need to go to Emerus for 2 of my quests. Hunt a pirate down. Galen has masters who might be looking for him now.
There is a large amount of intrigue and excitement that you're here. You know, You're
From
back.
her, from everyone.
from her. And
Yeah.
you do see some people, just make hellos at your sister, not knowing who the hell you are.
Fair enough.
Because you were very different.
No, it'll be a great show of Thoric's power when he turns me back. I wonder if he'll make a show out of it.
And
So what-
as you go through the streets, feel free to describe what a lot of these, like the rest of the party, would see via the marketplace as well as going towards your homestead.
Well, the marketplace is mainly a bazaar. There's very few in-building shops as merchants come and go. As Lycan has told us before, Waswari focuses very heavily on external trade. From village to town to cities, all going amongst each other. So very few merchants make their living in one place at a time. But the buildings are sandstone and bright, colorful, and very, very hardy. And I just imagine the streets are very clean because I don't think Sork would like his reputation being tarnished by being the lord of a dirty
It is very,
village.
yeah, it's very methodical and organized to how the streets are.
Heavily guarded. Heavily guarded, I imagine more so than normal, since I told him about Oscar's vision about Mr. Black being around here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But the place is very alive. For how hot it is and everything, there's adventurers. You'll see like adventurers everywhere coming to pick up quests, make their names, an attempt to please the nearby lords, the merchant lords, and Lord Sork himself. And it's just the place is alive, very alive.
Mm-hmm. It is extremely bustling. This, I guess you could say, early afternoon, with barkers screaming out for prices and things like that in languages you all do not know, as well as a strange dialect of common that you are unfamiliar with. You see Luxodon and Leonin and a handful of you're hesitant to approach them, but they look to be feral or tribal gnolls. There's some lizard folk, but they're more on the side of like a bearded dragon and like monitor lizard looking.
A good number of turtles, and this place is very diverse.
It is extremely diverse in monstrous races. As well as what you could perceive as Earth Genasi, with like different types of geodes poking out of where their hair and beard and cracks in their skin could be. And there's a large human population as well. Not so much Elvish or any of the other core races. You do see a handful of halflings, gnomes, things like that moving along. And strangely enough, this is a new sight for you here. You see Warforged.
No idea what those are.
Mm-hmm.
Are we on the central island, or are we on the outskirts?
You are currently on the central island.
I will have to ask about that. What do you think so far?
She said BRB.
Oh.
Fucking from Gallon. This is great.
This even like slowly melts like a wax stick.
It just leans over and like almost off the horse.
Is that time I will convey?
You definitely can tell that the Auroch is suffering slightly. He won't suffer for long though.
Yeah, not for long.
Just due to the dramatic heat.
The extreme change.
Dramatic change from like, hey, it's a nice 50 degrees to, oh fuck.
Oh fuck, it's 100. It's 100, not including, or it's 110, not including wind chill.
Yeah, the wind chill makes it like a nice 90 degrees. It does feel like that. Like a breezy night.
Thank goodness for my decanter of endless water. So
you do see. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as I run around the central island, do I see Sork's palace?
You do, as a pinnacle on the top of the hill, extruding a lot of water. From its what looks to be unnatural waterfall, as you would know, because there's no mountain there.
Yeah.
It's very. It's 100% magic being poured out. Create this
Just
large
imagine
oasis.
Just imagine the tithe he has to pay to keep those open.
Mm-hmm. But you do see this glistening palace with what looks to be large, robust towers going into what seems to be more of a what's it called? Parthenon-esque structure. As if it was built on top of something else and then just melded together. Yeah, expansions.
Also should point out, everything has some form of blue on it. There's blue everywhere.
There's blues, turquoises, purples, vibrant colors everywhere.
Kind of purple.
Very much like in the sights of like violets and lilac and lavender.
No, like deep purples, like light purples.
Very much light colorings, because of the heat and the sun.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna run into anybody here who wants to die enough for fashion.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Get a heat stroke, but you'll do it.
I'll do it.
You see many textiles, bits of creatures that are very both familiar but also alien to you. Just due to the terrain, you would see what looks like a bullet shell, but it is not smooth like the ones that you've seen before. These have ridges and spines.
Like horny toads.
Like horny toads, yeah. And they are that of a dune-like tan complexion with brown tips.
This is giving very much like Arrakis.
Very much. Yeah, okay. Very much like Arrakis, like creatures. Very much have evolved and, taken on properties of the surrounding areas. You do not see a lot of elves at all. Definitely not no drow.
So I look.
Drow would melt here.
So I look like a fucking sore thumb.
You look like a black ant in a hive of like red fire ants.
So like, not only am I wearing all dark clothing, I'm also bluish.
You do see elves, but they do not look like wood elves or high elves. They seem to be shorter-eared, not high half elves either. They're somewhat stocky.
Just chunky elves?
Yeah, they're somewhat stocky, like in their form. They're not thin or lithe. They have this clay like skin tones. Selling seems to be glass.
Glass?
Mm-hmm. Like melded glass.
Are we on like a mission to get to Sorek, like right now?
You guys are going basically through the bazaar to the homestead.
Good idea not to keep him waiting, but we're not in a rush. What's the time frame we have to arrive at the palace?
Within the day.
Yeah, so we're not in a rush.
You to show up like right then, because otherwise you'd have guards to escort you.
I'll look at a Kier, and then just look at that elf, and just kind of divert a little bit. I'm not going to go too far, but I'm going to go to the closest one.
I'm just going to send you a message saying, I'm just gonna cast messages at you and say, if you plan on shopping, let us know. We can wait at the end of the bazaar for you.
I'm not gonna shop. She shakes her head. She won't like answer, but she'll like nod no to the shopping, and then start speaking Elvish at this man.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on Gallon's armor to cool it down some, so the guy doesn't got.
Oh, that man is on fire. It's all black.
fucking melting. Yeah, that actually is probably a good idea. You do see Buddy offload some of the heavier stuff onto the cart.
But he's out here sweating.
And so does Oscar. Vickery is, if she wasn't a Drake that also has their own regulated temperature to be cold, she would be dead.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She would have like two levels of exhaustion by this time. There are so many people that are looking at Vickery.
Yeah, not often you see a Drake around here.
Not to mention, like a crystalline white.
They're like, we're gonna steal that Drake. We're gonna do it.
I'm gonna steal from Asara. Steal from Asara, sister of the Ashbringer.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I don't know who in which case. Okay, I'm sorry.
So, some people look at you all and then like turn away when they see Asara. And then some people just keep a keen eye because not everybody knows who's who because there's a lot of traitors. Definitely a good idea. There is something interesting with the ground. It's instead of like limestone and sandstone, it seems like it's covered solid glass made streets.
As if someone might have breathed lightning on it and turned it to glass.
If I could smooth that bitch.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do with this elf?
I'm gonna immediately start talking in Elvish to this man.
They do speak
Does
Elvish.
he turn around? Okay.
It is. They look over and this elf has a mustache.
Good.
Yes.
Okay.
For those who listen, I don't know. Elves usually cannot grow facial hair.
Mm-hmm.
It is explicit in their race detail that they cannot grow facial hair.
Yep. Hello. Hello. You are definitely not around here.
No, not at all. But
Well,
what is that?
would you like to buy some glass?
I have glass at home, but what? Why are you selling glass?
This
For
is
what purpose?
beautiful decorations. As like pulls out like chimes and like glass that seems to be molded into shapes of pictures. I forget what it's called. It's basically stained glass.
Stained glass?
Yeah, mosaics. Like the little like portraits but glass. With bent metal inside.
They look like church windows, essentially.
Basically like church windows, or you ever see like one of those like old plantation type houses that have like the nice filigree, like the nice
I live
glass.
in the south. Yes.
Yeah, so
I've seen multiple plantation homes. But I just want to know what he's selling. Why is he selling glass?
he's selling the portraits and like commissions and things like that. They're behind them is actually people that are like glass blowers and people that are stylizing and making these products behind him, using tongs to mold the shapes of these things in colored glass. And there are a lot of nice pieces. And you could probably take a gander that around here, a lot of the stuff is made of clay or ceramic. So having glass is a symbol of status, but also just an exotic novelty.
Yeah, seeing as we're on a central island, the trade goods here are going to be rich type.
Mm.
On the outer islands, it would probably be more common textiles, food, things like that. But since you're
Curious, just curious about the glass. How much for a custom piece?
Depends on how large the custom
I'm
piece
like-
will be.
I'll bring my hands up and do like a postcard size.
That would be
Okay, so something I have to know. Something I have to know so I can tell them. How is magic looked upon in this land? Would it be bad for her to start like doing, "Hey, I know these spells," boom, and then get arrested instantly?
There is laws with magic here. So, first and foremost, anything that's temporary to be sold will be sold for about like 10% less. Like, take the price what it would be, and then they'll pay like a tenth of it. The harshest things here is selling of magical goods and services. If you do not come with like the agreed upon side, whether it is the buyer or supplier, the person that did not hold up their end of the bargain will be severely punished.
What do you mean by that? Like selling of magical goods.
Magic items, creating magical trinkets. If it's not stated what they are, or like you do a service and you do not do a proper service for this and just cut and run with the money.
So basically, if I provided ice for 2 seconds just to get my good and leave.
If you portray that ice is non-magical ice and it turns out to be, and then it just all at once fucking melts.
They're like, this will melt in an hour. Get rid of it.
Yeah, it will not.
But like, ice will also melt in an hour if you don't get rid of it.
I imagine
People that
the way
like
they-
ice,
Not at the same exasperated rate. A chunk of ice takes a while to melt.
I think what it would be is the current ice melters here would take already made ice and then enchant it so they can make it home and put it in their freezers or whatever.
yeah. So basically, it would be put into a lauder deep within the sands and the ground and stored properly, because there are refrigerators. I use air
Of
quotes
course.
with that because
No, like, I understand. Like, Gerudo Sans.
but like
Yes.
if you make like a counterfeit thing, you're gonna lose some digits.
Yeah, but it's still water. You could still
Yeah.
freeze it again.
Water's good, but basically, if you
You can't sell magical water until there's non-magical water.
yeah,
You'd be
So if
like,
it
"Hey,
comes
this-"
from your decanter, is that magical
Wait.
water?
No, you'd be like, "Hey, this is ice I froze with this cantrip. You may want to get it home now." You can't be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
here's some ice I happen to have."
Yeah, so your plan will work, but it's going to be at 1/10 the rate.
That's fine. I can make so much ice.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's a cantrip.
if you like, let's say somebody puts magic aura to make something seems more valuable, and it doesn't do what it does,
I see. Okay.
you're gonna go to jail.
Yeah, go
I do not wanna go to
these
jail.
people.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
swindle anyone.
Yeah, and it will not be just guards being like, you're under arrest, you're going to be taken. No, it's way more severe because out here it's for survival.
Cool. That's fine. But, cool. I was just... How much would a custom piece be if I paid in this magical ice?
5 shards.
5 shards of magical ice?
If you purchase it with ice, magical ice, how long is this magical ice?
It's
not
still water. It's still water. It will still be water. You could
Yes,
freeze
but I do
yourself,
not have the safe storage for ice. Like, how much?
How much ice do you want? It'll last an hour. You could just
How
get
much
rid of
water
it.
do you have?
Akira!
Akira walks up. Hello.
How much water do you have?
Does he react to the name Akira?
He does. And, like, looks at you and is like, that's not Akira. Not the fact that, like, you've met this person before is, like, every description has been, not
Giant
you.
dragon man.
Yep.
Not little elf girl.
Yep.
Yes, how may I help?
How much water does your water thing make?
Unlimited. You're trying to exchange water for a good?
Eventually. Not right now. But I'm just curious about how much it would be so that I can be prepared when I do come to buy this thing. Because I do like them. They're very beautiful.
Akira will pull out her decanter of water.
This person starts to speak to you in Wiswarian. And you can actually add that to your list of languages. It is a dialect of common.
I do not know the language.
No.
No, I'm
is this
here.
one with you?
She is.
She's definitely a foreigner. I do not believe she understands much in the way of storage. Can she provide this ice?
She would. She would take my water. Take my water and freeze it. Using magic that she happens to learn.
For the amount of probably 20 pounds worth of ice of a temporary state, depending on the quality.
The ice may take long to melt. The ice might take longer to melt if you have a bucket I could fill it with water and you could put the ice in there.
Unfortunately, I don't have many receptacles. I'd have to exchange it immediately.
I'll turn the whole.
If it is.
If you could get a barrel of some sort, we could fill it with water and then freeze that until it gets cold enough to hold ice.
Do you know where we could get a barrel that also holds things?
Any barrel will do. We just need a barrel.
Scans the area.
He says 20 pounds worth of ice.
Oh, 20 pounds? That's fine. That's all right.
Yeah. For, like, the postcard size, yeah. So, when he said 5 shards, it's...
For a custom piece? Yeah, great.
Postcard, yeah.
Perfect.
So, goal is just to find a barrel, fill it with water, and then ice that bitch.
Yes.
I'll turn.
We'll keep an eye out for a barrel.
I'll turn to the shopkeeper and give him a polite bow. Thank you for your time. We shall return soon with ice.
Please do.
I will try to bow the same, but look slightly awkward.
He bows twice, once to each of you. And you are back on your way.
To the palace!
To the palace! I'm guessing you're gonna drop...
I'm keeping my eyes peeled for a barrel store, or a place where I could just pick up a barrel.
Yeah, is there a carpenter?
There's, person that like weave baskets, barrels. Some people have large like sacks for carrying water, camelbacks.
So it's a water carrying thing?
Yeah, basically you would put it on like a mount.
Yeah, so airtight kegs.
Yeah.
And I could freeze one of those, do you know?
Possible.
Okay. I'll remember that place that's selling the airtight kegs.
Okay.
And then come back to it.
Your sister does take you to, your
I have a question.
household first. Yes.
Holson, how do you intend to pay for the barrel?
You're gonna borrow gems.
No, I'll give this person ice that they can put in a barrel. That they
But
already
you don't
have.
to put the ice in.
They have a barrel.
They're not gonna.
I'm sure the barrel store has some place to put things.
I'm pretty sure he's talking about what makes you think that the barrel guy is going to be willing to use up his product that he's selling to hold on to ice. That will be very small.
We'll just
We'll
hope that
buy that
he
barrel
has
and give
a storage thing. I'll buy his barrel if I can fill it with ice. I'll buy 2 barrels if I need to.
We're gonna have a very, very hard time pulling this off.
I'm not
Well,
planning on buying a lot here. I just want this one little tiny thing.
But you're trying to get it without paying.
Yes.
So it's a game of trying to figure out how to do that.
I will figure it out. I also I have some gems.
I mean, we have time. It's not like we don't have time
Yeah,
for you to figure this out.
We have time. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So 5 shards basically means, enough of gem that would be worth 10 gold.
Okay.
So.
Hey, by God, she's gonna get around paying that 10 gold.
Yep, she's gonna try.
We'll actively pay 10 gold if that's what he wants. But
Well, technically it's 20 gold, but
No, it's 5 shards, so it's double for gold.
oh, okay.
So it's 10 gold worth of a gem.
yeah. Like I could chip off 10 gold worth of a gem that I have. Because sometimes I keep gems because they look pretty.
Yeah.
Last little crumb of an amethyst. I
I got a couple of amethyst. I've got a diamond, which I don't want to give up. It's 50 gold diamond. We're gonna keep that.
It's just fun as all because now you got to deal with a different type of currency. So
You know,
What?
it is what it is.
Yep.
I will get around the gems.
So
Yeah.
your sister
Also-
does. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you're probably very thankful to have those sunglasses right about now.
Yes,
Yes.
my sweet baby eyes.
Those that are not wearing light clothing did not
Put it
prepare for
here.
this heat. Must make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm wearing dark clothing, but I'm not wearing any of my winter stuff anymore.
You are wearing leather, however, and that traps the heat.
Well, it's either
Yeah.
that or get stabbed. I'm gonna choose not to get stabbed. Anyways, what check?
Constitution.
Some of the richer merchants get some magic inscribed on their clothes to provide a cooling effect.
Gallon's good, even though he's fucking suffering. Suffering less.
Boop.
She doesn't have to do it.
Saving throw.
I think Quill is good.
Normal.
Bill is good. He's wearing robes. and he has a little bit of an insulated
12.
feather. You're okay for now.
I will also be scanning. Is the hotter I get, I still want to wear dark clothes, but I will go to a crop top.
Buddy is taking it like a champ.
So is the closest one by Holston. Fine silks.
Yeah.
Oscar's doing good too. Everybody's fine.
Not
Okay.
a big silk person.
Mm-hmm. There's
Good, 'cause you're probably not gonna be
silks
getting-
and cottons.
You're probably not getting black clothes there, Isa.
No.
No.
Yeah. I will rip up my own shirt and make it a crop top myself before I buy non-black clothes.
As you exit the market and actually make your way, because your sister's leading you to your homestead to drop all your stuff off before you go to the palace. You know, I also want to make sure you eat.
My home.
If you would like to describe your home.
My home is a modest place. How big do you think it is in square feet? Just so I can make like a map of it later, like
It's probably
30 by 20
modest?
or well, I mean like
it's
in
probably
squares.
like around like 30 by 40 because long. You'd have probably a training area.
Alright, so I will write that down and I will make a map of my abode later. But if Asara says she was taking really good care of it, I believe her.
Yes, it looks pristine from the outside, like no dirt, no nothing. On the inside is a lot better. But go ahead. Describe the decor.
On the outside, there are like plants. There are plants that grow in the desert, aloe, cacti, stuff like that, to decorate the front. But on the inside, it is still sandstone, if you would believe it. Still sandstone, but it's decorated with fine tapestries, rugs, fine rugs all over the floors, a number of incense holders, and like in every corner to help get rid of the smell of barley odor. Because, you know, sweat. I imagine it having, on the bottom floor, it's only 2.5 rooms. That is the entryway, the living room, kitchen mixed, and then a balcony on the outside leading to a lookout over the water. And then on the second floor is where the bedrooms and personal stuff is.
Mm-hmm.
But as we walk in, I will turn to you. I'll turn to you or turn to the party and be like, "Welcome to my home. Feel free to make it yours for now."
As you all get settled and park the wagon or carriage to the side within the compound, there is an outer wall to your home, just a added level of security with a gate and also privacy. You do see that your sister's made it a lot more flowy in here with new drapery, tapestries, things like that, rugs, as well as going into the dining area. You see many of the places have what seems like wire nets above a large amount of food. Seems to still be warm. With decadent meats, fruits, and hearty like vegetables and like there is a dish on there that you are not very familiar with, because these look like more exotic foods. That is not common here. It seems to be some sort of mix mash of greens and yellows and reds. You've seen some of these things up north in Austral, but like never in this type of display. Your sister prepares dishes for everyone and invites everyone to sit and gets a gill of water as well as chaff of wine for everyone.
I have to point out that there are like no tables and chairs. There are cushions on the floor and a low-hanging table.
Yep.
Mainly eat lying down or on the floor.
Yep. This dish, as explained, a merchant was selling cookbooks as well as the recipes, as well as the ingredients to make these recipes. These is a fresh salad with lemon juice, corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers.
Let's see how it tastes. And I will try it.
You try it, and it is extremely refreshing and savory, but there's also a little bit of kick of heat. So you could taste spices that have been added. Multitude, red pepper, paprika, things of that nature. It is refreshing and also very savory, as you feel it cool you off, since you technically didn't have your dragonborn heat resistance.
Yep, not yet anyway.
Yeah, so
I'm sweating a lot more than I'm used to, but it still feels better than Joakir still feels better than where she came from.
Sweat glands. Things like that. And there's lamb, there's what seems to be some sort of type of squash or gourd that has been roasted. Things like that. And you'll enjoy. Not too long ago, though, after you all eat, messenger does come from the palace to lead you there. As also to check on your condition.
Akir does put on some of their nicer clothes don't fit this form. But they prepare for it, but she wears it anyway because it might fit soon.
Mm-hmm. Basically, you wear it as over.
Yeah, it's definitely dragging on the ground.
Robes. So.
I do miss my scales, I'll be honest there.
Yep. You notice that.
Welcome to the high life. This is my home.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
Wait until you get out there in the city itself.
Okay.
So far you've only seen the high
mean-
but it's out there when everything truly is good.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've noticed, it's nice. Bit weird not using gold, but just a new thing.
With luck, you won't have to get used to it. Because I imagine soon we'll be on our way again. to finish our, well, hopefully to finish my quest.
Possibly.
And then we hunt down your bandit king, your pirate of some sort. Figure out what the hell all these weird ass dragons are coming from.
I mean, I don't know. I have to stay in touch. Did I notice a lot of trees in this area?
Closer you get to the homestead, you see like not pine trees, palm trees, as well as a lot of like large leaf brush.
Okay.
A lot of
Not,
arid
not a
desert
lot of
flowers.
trees. Not a lot of trees here, which is why we sit on the floor.
Yeah, I'll clock the nearest tree to this homestead. Because I assume this is where we'll be staying while we're here. And just kind of make a note of where that is. But yeah, I need to keep up with where that is, just in case it moves.
The tree's not gonna move, but there's a few in my training yard. Palm trees.
I mean, not the tree itself moving. The skin. Don't want the skin to move too much. Not know where it is. And I usually talk to the tree. It's a bit easier.
I do not know if the palm trees will suit your needs, seeing as they're connected grass.
Nature is nature.
I looked at the messenger. He's Lord Sark. Ready for it.
They await your arrival. But they said to take your time and refresh yourself. I'm just here to gather time to collect you.
Are you ready to go? Here at the last party.
Mm-hmm. Down set, as I say so. And there is the question that comes up from Oscar. Do I need to go with you?
My lord was interested in seeing you. I do not know what this meeting may entail, so better safe than sorry, I would say.
Okay, Vickery, let's go.
Keep an eye on
We
him.
should-
People were eyeballing her.
Yeah, I clocked it too. It was like we're, even though we didn't mean to, stick out like a sore thumb.
Oh, I didn't know. I looked like now.
Yeah, I meant us. In the back of the wagon.
Yeah. And when she says that, or when he says that, Paulson will kind of just gesture to her whole body. I didn't see a single person that looked like me at all.
I don't know. The genasi are very common here, and you can see my sister is blue as well.
But she lacks some of the qualities.
Not really airy, you know? Or what are the other blue ones? Not really into.
Well, you
Not
do
water.
have the wetness of water genasi.
Ah, you are sweating marvels.
I do what I need to do. The black hides the sweat.
Listen, when I'm on a soiree, do as well soirees do. I recommend getting some lighter clothes.
I do have some extra clothes in the wardrobe if you would like to partake in those. It may prove better than the heavy fabrics. You will still be able to wear your armor.
I will go take a look at her closet.
Okay. Her closet is a lot of creams, a lot of like bright blues, but like off enough that, you know, as well
It's
as
not going
like,
to look like I'm wearing my skin.
yeah. You guys have very different colored blues. Hers is very sky bluish,
Huh?
while yours is not.
Mine's very like a purplish blue.
Yeah. So it would look alright, you know. It would look a little mixed matched with your armor. But it would
What is
work.
the darkest color she has in her closet?
She has a maroon.
I'll take that. Any
Alright,
like
you take-
dark purples?
No.
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 Much to mine and also your dismay.
Ugh. It's just gonna look weird to get with my purple cape. I'll pick the maroon.
Okay, you take the maroon. It doesn't. It clashes, but it's fine. It's cooler.
Any like, are they like, is it just like a shirt or?
It seems to be an ensemble of pants as well as a tunic. You could easily change it to like a skirt if you would like to, but it's very breezy.
I'll pick the maroon pants and like a whiter shirt.
Yeah,
Because
she has
then at
both.
least I could have like some sort of on. That way I'm not wearing just all deep red.
Yeah.
I'll pick
So-
like one of those pirate shirts. Does she have one of those? I'll pick one of those
She has
flowy
something
pirate
similar.
shirts.
Yeah, she is something similar. Doesn't have like the cuffs, but you know.
Pulse will come out and she's just like, yeah.
It is a little bit longer than you're used to, but she quickly like fits it to your size.
Feel awkward in this, but it is what it is.
That clothing has the breezy quality, which allows you to get a +1 against saves against hot
Okay.
hot temperatures. It is also a -1 for cold temperatures.
Okay. She just looks really awkward, like she doesn't know how to like hold her body in these clothes. 'Cause they're vastly different than what she wears. So this will be interesting trying to like learn how to fight with it. 'Cause she usually wears like super fitted clothes.
So,
Are you good?
I'm
good?
fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
yeah.
She's just looking at her arms and kind of like, yeah, she looks uncomfortable.
Oh, you're going to be thankful for those sleeves. Trust me. The last thing you want is the sun bearing down on bare skin.
Yep. You notice that your skin is looking a little bit more reddish than purple.
Oh no.
Hey, sunburns.
There's no
we'll
laws
just
here
make
against
sure-
wearing hoods and masks, so he can escape the heat.
She'll just kind of like let some of the hair that's like overgrown cover her ears, because she doesn't want to burn the tips of her ears. That's just complete. This is uncomfortable, but burnt ears, horrible.
All right, let us go and meet
Okay.
meet His Majesty.
All right. As you go, your sister stays behind. You know, tend to the quote unquote mess that was made.
We will see you soon. And so.
See you soon. And you are led to the palace. On your way through, going through the High District, you notice there are far more springs, fountains, foliage. There seems to be exotic flowers ranging from place to place. There are many homesteads that are similar to Akir's, but like on a grander scale. As well as what is interesting is what seems to be somewhat gold-like tower, but also seems to be brass, just in color. Maybe it's just a reflection of the sun, making it seem more gold. But there is a large 50-foot tower that shines brightly like a beacon. If you looked at it, you probably hurt your eyes in this area. And it's cornered off near the palace area. You can roll me a Arcana or History. Olsen.
Who is?
Me?
Yeah.
I was
Just to
writing.
see if you connect with what it is before Akir tells you.
Arcana or history? It's gonna be Arcana.
Arcana.
Normal. Well, no, probably not.
You don't know.
Yep.
It looks like a weird tower.
I'm gonna assume it's what I'm gonna assume it is the dragon hold for the dragon.
I will tell
Who
you about
knows
the
if I'm
obelisk.
right?
I will tell you about the obelisk.
An obelisk is actually what it's named. It is the brass obelisk, which you know to be where Sork's mages as well as oracles do their practices.
Oh, that tracks. It is a tower. It's like a mage. It's a mage tower.
It's a mage tower.
Yes, our version of Mage Tower.
Yeah, the brass obelisk. You see many people coming and goings in that area. By many, I mean like maybe over a dozen. Just slightly. As you reach the palace, opening these large doors. You want to change the music. What is playing right now? Nothing's playing? Am I listening to something else? No, it's playing.
Price of Beauty stuck at $253.
I don't
I
want
was
to
listening to it the entire time. It's not stuck at all.
For me, it was stuck at $250. Then again, I also do have my my own.
Your music.
Yeah, my Foundry VTT up.
Ooh, nope. Did not spell that right again. Guatl. There we go.
There's a Q in there somewhere.
Nope, there's not.
There's not one Q.
But tell that to somebody who's never seen the word before.
Yeah, me.
Yep.
Because I was like, Guatl. And I was like, And then I looked it up again. And I was like, oh, I'm wrong.
Uh-oh.
I have it unmuted. Let's see what you got for us, Lagan.
I'm looking for it. Fucking.
You all get to finally meet my lord.
Okay. I'm
Those are
interested.
soundboards. Do not do that.
+1 to
Yeah.
attack
Soundboard. He's a
and
goat bleeding for the next
damage.
10 minutes. Just goat simulator.
Where's the one that you gave me?
I'm giving you guys a lot. Speaking of which, have you had a chance to check out those 1,300 maps I posted?
Nope. Too sad.
They're
Whip
useful.
home. Has 4 charges.
This is very not good. Well, I guess we're gonna have to stick with Feymild right now because I can't find the sand ones. You're themed.
Not the themed.
You're themed. I wonder, is this a battle one?
This is neat.
This one's not bad. As you look around unfamiliar surroundings, seeing many marble statues of, and seems to be murals of how this place came to be. Draconic motifs starring the true form of Sorek. As you enter in, you notice your what page fruit?
Yeah.
You-
Exit and reload.
I guess it's exit and reload. That's all I could think about. Yeah.
Here in Grok.
It should be the same.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys actually watched the last session I uploaded. I figured out how to, I don't know, make it more optimized, full screen the Ingrok site and everything. So it overall looks better. Problem is, I'm trying to hear the music, but I don't hear nothing. I am 0 and 0 to 0.
That is unfortunate.
I want to hear the wind speaker. You put work into this ambience, I want to hear it. Where's our party currently located on the map, by the way?
Oh, yes. I was going to put... Might as well just put those down here.
Oh, Bellis is in the ocean.
Oh no!
There we go. Well, I can't hear the wind speaker, so I guess I'm going to play my own.
Just put your stuff back on, I guess.
I tried.
You see a party of adventurers as you are escorted into the Sultan's chambers. You see what looks to be a full drow.
We make eye contact.
You make direct eye contact.
With what seems to be not not dark clothing, but that of more cream and silver clothing, as well as tanned, with what looks to be a head wrap hiding most of his, seems to be white and gray streaked hair.
Okay.
The sclera being pitch black and has silvery white irises, which is not typical.
Do I know this person?
You do not. This entire group, you do not know. But you do recognize one person as they were described to you. As you see a large, imposing blue dragonborn with two curling, bull-like horns jutting out from the head. Long, weird, you hesitate to say ears because they look like flaps of skin, or like what could have been like frills at one point on the side of the head.
No, it's I have him marked as my enemy, Botha.
Yep. Eye patch with a large, what seems to be bone blade at his side, reinforced with steel and wood. A staff that has a turquoise reflective gem, long tail. The bird-like feet. You know exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, you should have Hero Forge before.
I showed the Hero Forge before.
However, if you would like to post that again so I can show the stream.
I certainly can. Share. He has not been updated. I probably should update him a little bit more.
Yeah, it's up to you. If he's an important NPC, he's going to be recurring, probably. If he's just a side character.
But, as well as you see, which is very strange, you see a Triton.
Oh,
with
you thought Holson was miserable here.
I am just fine. I'm not miserable.
You see a Triton and an Aarakocra. This Aarakocra seems to be in the form of a secretary bird. And the Triton seems to have very much the patterns of which fish is that? I was looking at a fish and I saw it. I believe it's an angelfish. A female Triton that looks like has the patterns of an angelfish. That is not the fish. What is this fish?
A blobfish. I don't know. Lionfish?
No. A beta.
Oh, a beta? Beta?
A beta
Oh,
fish.
beta fish?
Yeah.
She's a beta fish. Sorry, I had to.
You had to, I understand. Of a, like a charcoal gray going into a purple, into a vibrant violet, and then tips of red.
I just hope she's not as aggressive as beta fish. Short story. I had a beta fish growing up, a male and a female. The female killed the male and then killed herself.
Yep.
Yeah, they
Beta
are
fish
very
are assholes in general.
So I hope she's not like that.
Yeah,
suck if she saw me, killed me, and then committed suicide.
Yeah, you see a sham on her back as she wears, a breathy top like very flowing and accented, with a skirt coming out of the back while also wearing leather pants and banded sandals. You see this group standing in the presence of Lord Surik, as you see many of his, you could say, advisors. As you see the man himself upon his secular throne, which is very strange because there is a singular chair, but there is also a large slab that curves around behind, which has mosaic type glass shining through of his symbols as well as his true form, seemingly etched in the background, shining down this very beautiful kaleidoscope of light. As you see Surik in his dark-skinned, human-esque form, with large beard, with a headdress and regal robes, sit before you. Even in this form, he is easily could be mistaken as either a half giant or just a very small giant itself.
Oh.
Just in his size.
As Akira approaches the base of the throne, she will perform her deepest salam, which is gets down on her knees, palms on the ground, and forehead on the ground, as she says, "My Lord Surik, I have returned."
What do the rest of you do?
I guess. Well. Oh, I don't like this. So she's on her knees, like, prostrated.
Yep.
I don't really want to kneel because, like, I don't worship this man. But I will, like, notice. I will act as if he is above me in station, but not as like I worship him.
Okay. So
Like I'll recognize that he is above me as a person, but I'm not going to prostrate on the floor.
Okay.
I'll take a step back and let Akir be in front, and then like I'll keep my head down.
So you basically do a bow, and do you kneel at all?
No.
No. So you just do a bow.
No. Yeah, I don't worship this man, so I won't kneel, so...
Okay.
There's only one important dragon in my life.
Yeah.
It's not him.
Galen kind of follows halfway suited. He does do like the one knee kneel, but doesn't go like full, shalom. Buddy and Oscar like follow Galen's lead a little bit, and just giving respect, and Oscar's just following the lead. Vickery does not kneel or bow in any type of way or respect.
Yeah,
For
her, I was.
victory. Stand
I
up
wasn't
for
expecting
herself.
her.
Yeah, she like looks and like squints at Sorik. That's way to describe it. Like not being outwardly hostile, but being very wary.
As one would expect from a white-esque dragon.
Meeting another one,
Yeah.
another dragon.
So we are there. One of us going the whole mile, and the rest of them being unsure how far to actually go.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sure that I'm going this far. And no more.
No more. Do not want it.
Again, I doubt many people would prostrate themselves. It's just Akira is loyal to this man.
Extremely loyal. You can definitely see that. Sorik looks to you and says, "Arise, my Ashbringer."
Well,
And
with
welcome
permission. With his permission, Akira will stand, but keeping a hand on her chest in a salute. Thank you, Your Majesty. It feels good to feel
Yes.
the sands once again.
And it is good to have you home. So, how was your journey?
The journey was long, and I've lost many friends. Well, a friend. Or two. But it feels strange that it turns out that all that might have been wasted.
Experience is never a waste. Learning from one's travels is one of the greater goals. So take pride in your journey.
As you say, Your Majesty.
And these are the ones that call themselves the Paragons, as well as yourself, that you've collected.
Indeed.
Where
And
is...
Akira will stand and motion to them and introduce them in order.
Where is Mr. Stein?
His duties have left him to stay at home and care for his family, as well as invest his research into the item you require. I did, however, bring his son, Oscar.
Ah, yes, the boy. As he stands and comes to approach. He does look exasperated when it's told that Francis is not with you.
I imagine so.
We'll have to send Mr. Stein some details. I was hoping he would be here so he could take measurements. But regardless, that can be dealt with some other time. This is the boy. As he approaches,
Akira motion for Oscar to step up next to her.
and does so, and Buddy falls in behind. Ah. Well, met young man. You are the one that is this curious power. That-
Forgive him, for he is new to this.
It is fine. Such as youth. And Oscar looks up to him, trying not to crane his neck, because he stands about 10 feet tall. In respect.
To be honest, I wasn't expecting Sora to be giant, but man, he's intimidating.
Yep. As he reaches down and shakes hands with Oscar. It is a pleasure to welcome you to my nation. Thanks. Thank you for having us. So, what do you think of this? My place. Alice, my people. It's very different. Looks over at you again, just like side glances.
You're doing
But
fine.
it seems to be very prosperous. That is the goal. So, Akir,
Yes, Your Majesty.
I understand you have taken part in this, as well as taken on the responsibility of this power.
I have, Your Majesty, and with luck has it, the responsibility brings me to the same position as your mystical stone.
I'm very proud of this. And just gives you like a tap on your shoulder.
Like here,
You
beans.
have done well. You have done well.
He can barely
Maybe later.
barely hold his excitement. He's like jittering now.
Maybe later you can give me a demonstration, as well as the boy, of their exploits.
Of course, Your Majesty. I would be honored. I did have decided to accept your offer to return me back to a somewhat normal form, however.
I see.
If if that offer is still up.
It still stands. Returning you to your former glory.
And Kier gives him a stern nod. Afraid to speak because her voice is like on the edge of breaking. Of like cracking. It's like, I just got praise.
Sorik looks to you, Olsen. You are the one that has the contacts, as well as the disciples of this forest dragon. Sivnu, yes?
Yes, I do know her, of course.
Don't be so modest. You are
I mean,
a grand disciple of this dragon.
she is
warrior.
pretty cool. Yeah.
So, I wouldn't mind to see your abilities as well.
Right
You
now?
would not mind. In due time. There will be those that you can spar with. But how was your
Is
trip?
that Drow still here?
And Drow's still there, yeah. Seemingly
I'm gonna point to him. Can I spar with him?
Now.
You would like to spar with Reese?
I don't know who he is.
Looks at Reese. Would you be up for it, Reese?
I don't know what any of his powers are.
Would this be an individual spar or a spar of group against group?
I believe individual spar would be good enough. But the choice is between your group as well as theirs. I would not be opposed to such entertainment.
Does Reese look shocked that I point him out?
Reese looks calm as a cucumber and
Okay,
looks over at
all
you.
right.
Insight check!
Yeah,
You can,
No,
you can
insight
answer.
check.
Not really. I'm not interested enough in the drow to insight. It's just
Go ahead.
Hey,
You-
wanna
you
know?
get it.
Attributes, insight. Who knows?
17. 22.
He is not worried in the slightest, but he is interested in you.
What does he do? Can I get with that insight? Can I kind of gauge who he is as a person?
Well, you can roll me an investigation and see what's on his person.
Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of picked a fight with this guy. Watch him be like a blood hunter.
Nat 20!
Oh, a natural 20! With a 27, what do I know about this man?
This
You know his entire
individual.
lineage.
This individual has 2 curved scimitars, as well as a myriad of baubles on him. But what's most interesting are his boots. His boots seem to be magical in origin. You do not know their function, but you can definitely take a gander that he is proficient. A proficient martial fighter. But he also may have some arcane trickery linked in with it.
Oh.
As you
Okay.
see some runes on those blades.
Oh, so he's a mage fighter. Or he's just like me. Wait, can I read those runes?
The runes seem to be that of evocation and abjuration.
Okay.
One on each sword.
Yeah, he seems like a
wonder-
blood hunter. Can't wait.
I wonder, would
I'm
this be an
gonna get hurt.
opportunity- Would this be an opportunity to introduce Francis' new character? As he might get assigned to aid Holson? I mean, we're gonna run into him somewhere here in the quarry.
Holson's gonna kill this guy.
If
So-
he's gonna be
Yeah.
1v1 for show off talents, I already have that planned. But if whatever Lycan plans,
We've discussed
I
of
thought-
how
Did I accidentally pick his character to spar with?
no, you did not.
no, you
Okay.
did
That
not.
would have been funny.
Alright.
That would have been fucking
It would have
hilarious.
been funny. You're like, this man right here has sparked interest in me.
For yeah, well, it still depends on what happens. Whatever you think is best, Lycan, it's fluid. So whatever you think works best, I'm fine with it. I'll deal with it. I'll work with it.
Yeah, I was
But it's an
hoping.
interesting prospect.
I
I
was
just saw an
hoping
opportunity.
Gallon was. Yeah, I was hoping Gallon was going to be here to do what we've discussed, but it may work out differently.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. So, Reese looks over. It would be a pleasure.
Oh, whenever you want me to do that, I can do that. And she'll look at Sorik. She's kind of talking to him like he's just a guy.
Mm-hmm. Seems to be. Here, you can roll an insight on him about that.
All right.
She's talking to him like a guy. She does
Insight
not-
check.
That's not her dragon.
I'm gonna re-roll.
It's not her dragon.
There we go. 20.
There should be a change of tone because he is being nice and is invested, but this is very disrespectful.
Yeah, just Akira sort of clear her throat. The leader of an entire civilization here.
Is that not how you talk to dragons? That's how I talk to mine. She'll whisper that.
A dragon is irrelevant. It is political power, political stature.
Okay. Hers is a somewhat god, so she's just I've been very casual with my I don't know how to talk to your dragon.
Like you would a king.
The only king she's ever interacted with was that child.
Oh,
She's
your
got
family's
choice words for the
high-standing, right?
Yeah, and I get to just talk to
Yeah.
them like they're guys.
But do you think she went to those parties?
No, Akira knows nothing about her personal life because she
I
talks
was
about
a
herself.
child. I was a child.
It's real bad.
I don't know anything about anything.
That's
But I'm
tough.
just gonna stand there, like, I will not talk to him like a guy, but I'm still going to talk to him generally.
Mhm.
Because my dragon is my dragon. He is not my lord.
Yep. So, as this exchange comes with my Ashbringer, please come with me. I would like to introduce you to finally your junior.
I get the junior.
Well, this is Bath.
Okay. Sure. Lead on, Your Majesty.
Yes, as it takes the hands to like your back, leading you to Batha. As Batha steps up, it is time that the Springer meets the Thundercracker.
That sounds sexual.
You getting mad at me for talking to your lord like that?
I am familiar with him.
The Thundercracker is a title for him.
It works.
The other one was Stormbreaker, and the other people told me that would be in poor taste against Cord. So I was hesitant.
I figured it would also be poor taste against you, my lord. But you are the
Yes. I am the Storm. But I am more so the Tempest Lord now. That I've taken more territories.
Very well.
So,
I look forward to meeting this Thundercracker.
yes. As Batha steps forward, extends their hand. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Akira will take it.
Strong grip.
You are... Honor, you are to be training under me?
More so, I am your junior in experience. I run my own party under Lord Sorik's command. I've been fulfilling the duties as you have been gone.
That's good to hear. How has the peace been kept?
It has been very well. We have dealt with several insurgencies from the Yuan-Ti nation, as well as from the Scorpion King's forces.
And Lord Thorik has warned me that there has been an encroaching dragon.
There has been. We've been calling the Brown Devil, or the Dune Thrasher.
Akira will look to Lord Thorik. Is it the same as the samples I sent you?
It is not. It is different. It seems to have control of sandstorms, making cover of night.
Is its control of sandstorms greater than yours?
None is greater than mine. But it is worrisome that it is almost going around our territory. My territory, like that of a bullet around prey. Many other tribes have fallen victim to this.
Can you type out the man's name so I can add to my ally list?
Bantha?
Yeah.
Batha.
Oh, that's Batha. I thought for some reason I thought it was Bantha, like Barth.
Batha.
Like I don't know. I thought it was entirely different person.
Nope. It is the Dragonborn.
Alright, well, he's still my enemy. No one's
Poor
as good
guy.
as what I do. Hey, he's encroaching on my territory.
Mhm.
So, Lord, would you request that I stay back here then until that situation is dealt with, or do you want me to continue my pursuit of the stone?
We are still looking upon the situation. Your main priority is that stone.
Did you find out which oracle misled us?
Yes. Seems like her powers were waning. She was not as powerful as the creature that has hidden itself. She has been dealt with.
Dealt with as in killed?
Relieved of her position.
Okay. Because I was not sure if she purposely screwed us.
We did a in-depth questioning, and she did not purposely mislead.
This is good. I was worried we might have a traitor in our midst.
Not yet. I do not suspect we will.
So, I ask you to forgive Olsen and some of the others. They have bad relations with other sovereigns.
It is understandable. But we are. I am more tempered than most. So, I shall forgive these transgressions. They are young, they are children.
Yes, thank you. I imagine that they would be stunned by your true majesty.
Yes. Well, seeing is more believing.
Are you going to allow Thorsten and that other drow to do it?
If that is what they want, I do not mind the entertainment.
I look forward to
But
joining
I
you.
do worry if they are mismatched.
Well, we have no idea what the other man, Reese, you said his name was?
Yes, Reese is a very capable fighter.
Thorsten,
Indeed.
Thorsten is known to scoff at Iceland. So it'd be interesting to see her unleash if she is given permit to use her powerful ability.
So long as they were on equal footing, I would have him hold back slightly. Depending on how I see fit.
I am interested to see this duel.
Hmm.
I also had one other matter I wish to talk to you about. If you would.
Speak. As Surak goes back to his throne.
I walk with him up to the base of the throne. I fear I may need a companion able for individual thought. Zara herself has been extremely useful, but her inability to make her own decisions is proving somewhat hindering to her requests.
You're more used to those that are able to think on their own. Zara was meant
Yes.
for a support role, so you could help and lead them into the charge, but your newfound compatriots, it's probably difficult and different. Expecting.
Can be, yes. So I request, if you would, a changing of hats for her to upgrade her abilities or to change them, so she may be able to still be somewhat powerful, but be able to think.
Thanks for a second. I will focus the energies into transforming our purpose.
Thank you, Your Majesty. And I await the ceremony. Or whatever it would take to return me to my original form, so I may better suit your needs.
Indeed.
And I'll walk over to my party and stand near them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Olsen, if you wish to duel, you just need to make an official challenge.
He'll just nod and look to Reese and just thumbs down, thumbs up. And
How
then
much
shrug.
time would you like to prepare?
Ready to go whenever. How much time do you need to prepare?
It looks over to to Sorik. Would tonight be prevalent, along with the welcoming party, as well as a feast for the Ashbringer's return? Yes, seems fitting. Very well. You all will have your bout at dinner.
Alright.
You have 10 hours to prepare.
Olsen, just so you know, desert nights get very cold, so you could wear your normal gears then.
All black. Won't suit me.
Very well. It has been a pleasure to see you again, my Lord Sorik. And Akira will say as she bows, not fully prostrates, but still gets low.
Mm-hmm.
With your leave, I will lead my companions to prepare for tonight's festivities.
Yes. Indeed.
And I leave Zara with you, so you may do what you need to for her.
Yes. As he reaches out, you see elongated fingernails as you summon Zara, takes the form of an energy and wisps into his hands as he's now holding a sphere of pure energy. It'll be time to shift and meld. This.
I look forward to seeing your genius, Your Majesty.
Indeed.
And Akira will
take
turn. Akira will stand, bow, and turn to the party, motioning for them to follow him as he leads the way out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm switching to the he pronouns because this Thorfinn turned back into a male dragonborn.
Yep.
So we leave the palace, make our way back to our estate. Or Holson, how do you prepare for this fight? You have to get enough time for a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't use any of my spells, I don't think. So I think I still have all my spells. Spell book.
Are you going to do any research on the man? Like, try to find out some information about Reese?
I don't really know a Swarian, but I will go to... I guess I could walk about and try to figure out some stuff about runic swords.
Take Galen with
Like,
you.
I
This place can be
he's
dangerous.
a hunter.
Take Galen with you because this place can be dangerous to lone females.
Okay.
Just a warning. Bandits, we're not immune to them.
I mean, I don't really know how to read your language, though. I mean, I could. Never mind, I could read your language. So I will
Yes, that's
go,
why I'm not. This is why I'm not offering to go with you, because you seem to have unique ability to read everything.
you know, good eyes. And, I will go to a runesmith, if I can find one.
That's an interesting prospect. Go ahead and roll me persuasion or
Normal.
investigation.
Well, it's going to be the same roll regardless, so it's fine.
21. You do
Yes.
find a runesmith. The runesmiths are not called runesmiths here. They're called script carvers,
Okay.
which is an interesting thing.
Runesmith equals script carver.
So,
Equals script carver. I will go in, and who is at the desk?
person at the desk is a very older, leathery-skinned human male of reddish skin. Some scarring going back from the brow towards the mid-skull, like the top of the skull. Very short hair, smoking what looks to be a pipe of some type. With small glasses, not pinched as like actual like glasses that sit right underneath his nose, like on the bridge of his nose. Seems to be laid out on some carpets and pillows, as well as like has a set of tools near him.
Do I see, like, as I'm walking into his shop, any, like, runic-covered weapons?
There are several weapons on display in this tent. Most of them are that of scimitars and spears, as well as a few crossbows, slings, things of the nature. You see what seems to be a cross between a spear and a short sword. The blade is a lot longer, with a very long shaft, but not enough for reach. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's in the core books. It starts with a Y.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The Yamasha?
Yeah, there's something close to that. Yeah. You do see like it could be read as basic enchantments.
Okay. I'll go up to his desk, and if someone has, and I will like look for my notebook, pull it out, and like draw the runic symbols for evocation and abjuration.
Yep. Roll me history just so you can, do it properly. Recall it.
10.
10?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Oh, it actually has
I'll just, like-
pronunciation underneath it.
Oh, does it?
Yik-ula. Yeah, it's pronounced Yik-ula. A simple metal weapon that's a traditional weapon of Tolkien warriors.
Okay.
A steel or stone blade up to 18 inches long, costs 1 gold piece and does 1d8 piercing.
But yeah, I rolled a 10. I'm just general adjusting these, I guess. But
Those are runic enchantments.
of course, this is evocation
sure.
and abjuration. But why
You
would
would like
someone
to
have
know
their
what-
own? I want to know what they do specifically. Why would someone have on their blade?
Looks at you like annoyed.
Sorry.
Do you have the rest of the enchantment?
No.
Then I cannot tell you in full detail, but most likely I can tell you of a generality.
That works.
For a price.
What kind of price?
5 shard.
I cannot make that much ice in a
I
short
did not
period
ask
of
for
time.
ice. I asked for shards.
I do not have shards.
Then our business is concluded.
Okay. That's fine. I just wanted to know generally, but if you can't tell me, that's fine.
I can.
And
Nothing is free.
what if I instead bartered some of my skills with you?
What skills would those be?
Well, I'm a wizard of some renown, and I have
You?
quite a bit of skills.
What is your name?
Wholesome.
Never heard of you.
Oh. Probably because I'm not from here.
But you said
But
you have
if
some.
you- I do. If you know anything about the Witch of Thorns?
No.
No. So I do have renown, you just don't know the area that I have renown in. So that's fine.
Now means nothing if you're not in the same place that you have. Do you know of
God,
my name?
I know you're a script carver, but you did not give me your name.
No.
What is it?
My name is Horace.
Do I know a Horace
No.
that's famous?
No, you're not from this area. See how it works? You don't know my name because you don't know of my business. Because you're not from around here.
Well, I do have some runic abilities as well. I do have quite a bit of dunamis experience and can do some of that for you if you would wish.
You have a dunamis.
I do. Gravitage specifically.
Interesting. Takes a long puff at his pipe. What circles do you know?
I can cast up to third.
Third circle. You're an advanced mage.
I would say so.
You do not wear the regalia of a mage.
No, I do not. I wear what I wear. It's a bit hot down here, and I'm not really used to the heat, so I'm borrowing some clothes for the time being.
See. Well. What spells do you know, and can you make scrolls?
I can make scrolls if you have the paper.
I do have paper.
I know one that I've written. It protects most people from attacks. And I'll go through like the general like dunamis spells that I have that are like that are helpful. As well as like, let's see. I'll go through my general dunamis spells to see which ones he would like me to write a scroll for.
All right. He's interested in Gravity Well.
Of course he is. I will. Let me see. What is that spell? Is that a clearly either a first or second level spell? But yeah, I'll write Gravity Well for him. Right here.
So that'll take a number of hours.
How many?
What is the spell level?
Oh, God. Gravity Well is well, it depends on what level does he want.
He just wants the spell.
He just wants the spell.
Yeah.
I can do it at a first level for him.
Okay. So it will take 2 hours, and he will provide the paper and materials.
Will he tell me the information that I'm looking for during the 2 hours?
Yep. So
So as I'm writing,
can prove that, it's real. So as soon as you finish it, he'll tell you what he knows.
I will finish it, and so 2.5 hours later.
2.5 hours later, takes it, looks upon it. It's real. Most likely the evocation and abjuration. If it's on one of each weapon, most likely there is a reactive agent or spell or effect that can be done to protect the wielder, and the other is probably a focus of some sort of extra damage. Most likely elemental.
So one is like an armor of some sort, and one hurts. Great. So I'll watch out for the one that hurts. And I'll make sure to knock the armor out of his hand. Armor. Sword. And pain sword. Thank you. For magical items, where would you suggest I go? Around town. You have a friend?
I do. I would definitely attempt, if you have the ability to get into the higher districts, go towards Somer.
Somer. All right. Thank you so much. If you need any other scrolls,
this will do.
My name's Olsen.
Thank you.
And Olsen. I will remember his name of Horace the script carver. And if anybody needs runes, I'll recommend them to Horace.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I will go to Somer.
Somer, yeah.
Somer. And
you see a very robust and large lizard folk. He has gut for days.
Alrighty. I walk in, kind of jolly to see him, and just, hi, I was hoping you could possibly, tell me where this man got his boots, and if you possibly were the one to supply them. I saw them on him. You probably might be able to spot him. He's the other drow in the city that there's not many of us here. But I just love them on him. Do you happen to know where he bought them? Did he buy them here?
Yeah. This individual is a very large leopard gecko lizard folk.
I love him.
Oi! No. I have not sold this individual any items, but I have many for sale if you're looking.
Just might look around, If you could, if I describe these boots to you, are you an enchanter yourself?
I do. These are all made by me.
Ooh, they're perfect. If I describe these boots for you, could you possibly tell me what they were? Maybe I can, go back and tell some friends and see if they might want to get them. Maybe we can scrounge our gems together for them, Have you make one for us. And I will describe his boots.
Go ahead and do me another history, just so you can describe them properly.
Boop, 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 boop. Normal. Come on.
15. All right.
I got smart.
You got the smarts. Oh, those have a transmutation type magics, probably. Let's see. Goes through some books. Well, it could be one of two things.
Okay.
So these boots have either the properties that allow them to, well, as one would say, what languages do you speak? I don't know the. Do you speak Westphalian?
I do not, but I can read it if you want to write it down.
Ah, yes, of course. Writing it down.
She's like, I can't speak any languages, but I can read them all.
Fucking, how do they do that?
My eyes are really good.
So, it could be one of two things. It could be the boots of striding and springing, or the boots of speed.
Either way, a fucking problem. Okay. Well, I actually know something. I actually know someone who would be perfect for these in my group. I will see if they want them, and we'll look at you to come get them for us. And, it was so lovely getting to know you. I will take a look around and see if there's anything in here that I want. And, yes. Is there anything that would be beneficial to me here?
I do not know. What are you trying to look for?
I have a lot of gold, but not, a lot of money. So yeah. It would need to wait till I got the barrel. Is there anything non-attunement in, an uncommon?
Uncommon
that
non-attunement?
Would be what I can afford. I just want to look like I'm generally like perusing things, but like if anything strikes my fancy that would like be beneficial to this fight, that I think would be beneficial to this fight in that range, I might pick it up.
What would you consider beneficial to this fight? Because you have a very unique style. You usually do blasting, but you can do swords.
I want something to get rid of his boots, if possible, or to help like null that.
There's nothing in here that's going to just undo his boots.
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing like that.
Does he have any scrolls or anything on here?
Yeah, scrolls. It just doesn't. There's what you're looking for
is dispel.
He does not have.
Okay. Well, if he doesn't have, then I will thank him for his time and just let me know if you get a new shipment and blah 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 blah. I'd be willing to come back and look. And how long does that take?
If he has a shipment of that, it'll take like months.
Oh, I mean, like, how long does it take for like me to walk there, talk to him?
Oh, it takes about you do the 2.5 hours. You take an hour looking for this person.
So I'll say hour and a half because I probably, hour and a half. And then I have one more place that I want to go to. The Fighting Guild in town. Because he had to learn how to fight
Our
somewhere.
version of the Fighting Guild.
Yeah.
You're
he
looking
had
for
to
an
learn how to
Adventurers
fight.
Guild?
Yes.
Well, the Osarian version of it.
Yeah. He
There
had to learn how to
is-
fight somewhere.
Assuming that he's from here.
Yeah. I assume he's not. But, like,
We also
if
can't
he's
ask
in...
him any questions. We don't know if he's a traditional drow or not.
No, but I'm sure if I go up to the Adventurers Guild and say, hey, do you know that one fighting drow that wears a lot of silver that works for the Lord up top? Do you know him? I'm sure they might. Yes, his name's Reese, but I'm trying to, like, be descriptive.
Just to let you know, the Adventurers Guild here is not typical. It's not fully structured. It is basically like a wandering... How to best describe this? It is a large tent next to like a set of buildings, basically like apartment buildings. They do missions. You have bounty boards that are mostly in taverns, but there's not a like solidified guild here in the same respect because everybody is mercenary groups, mostly.
Okay.
Not, a standing army of adventurers like it was in Australia.
Well, if I ask this tent, is there anywhere that a mercenary group might go? Could they tell me?
They do tell you. Several places usually have what would be considered their army. They would be learned from other mercenaries. There is, bars and brawls and things like that. But there are those that take trips to the other tribes around the area and learn from them. Leonin are like a large percentage of like mercenaries and warriors here.
Mm-hmm.
And like some of them do look familiar as you remember Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
There's
If
more
I go to
refined
these-
people, which are duelists and things like that. There isn't like schools set up, except for 2. There are 2 schools.
I'm gonna go to the Leonin first.
Okay.
Because they travel to the most of them. And I'm gonna ask if they know of, or if they've heard of, any other drow wears a lot of silver, has 2 scimitars, might fight with like a more explosive magic on one of them. Like an electric or a fire or something.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll me persuasion. 15? They do tell you, and they actually tell you his title.
Oh, Reese.
Yeah. Reese
What's
the
his title?
Holy Shade.
The Holy Shade?
Mm-hmm.
Do we know what his blades do?
There are rumors that it explodes with blinding light.
Blinding light. And, she'll explain that she knows one of them is kind of like an abjured blade, like an armor. Does he ever seem a little bit harder to hit?
They have never fought him, but they've heard stories. That the Holy Shade has abilities to rebuke one's attacks against them and bring down with blinding speed and light that sunders the soul.
Boots are speed. Boots. Cool. I know what I'm gonna attack first. So blinding light. Rebuke. Does he have to get up close, or is he more of a distance fighter?
Seems to be able to stretch beyond normal reaches.
Weird reach. Is there anything that I should know if I was to fight him?
Don't.
Well, I'm gonna! So, anything else?
None of them have fought him before. He's stronger than he looks.
Like, strength-wise?
That is what they are implying, yes.
Okay. Cool. Let me look at my spells. Does he have anything against magic? Like if I cast a spell at him, would he be able to throw it back at me? Okay. Cool. I'm gonna get my ass handed to me. Can't wait. Cool. Well, I'll take that information, and I'm sure... And I'll go back, now that I kind of have a general idea. Can I go back to my sweet little Sumer?
Sure. Hello!
Hello!
Hello! How are you?
Does he have anything that would help me combat a blindness?
You blind right now?
No, but I might be soon.
I do have an umbral cloak that can
do.
snuff out light of a certain power.
It was like a blinding light. Would it make it completely dark?
Don't know.
Or what if this is just you and your enchanting knowledge, and I'm sure you know about more magic. If there's light, and I, being who I am, what if I cast darkness? Would I then blind him? Would I then kind of cancel that out?
If you cast darkness on someone, they most likely will not see. Are you able to see in darkness?
No, I'm not.
That
Do you
may be
have
a
something that
problem.
would maybe help with that?
I have the only third level spell I have is daylight, which cancels out darkness.
No. Is there any way
I'm
to
sorry.
get that on? She'll tap her glasses. Can I get I already have an enchantment on these. I can't have more enchantments. I'm either blind during the day or I'm not. So
I apologize.
it's okay. If you hear horror stories later, that's me. I'm so sorry.
What type of horror stories? I like stories, but I am
Oh,
not
I
too
can
sure
tell you what
about...
those boots. I can tell you what those boots are. The speed boots.
Oh,
I've
the
heard
speed
stories.
boots.
The
I
speed
knew it.
boots. And she'll just kind of tap his
Is
little lizard gecko hand, and she's gonna be like,
just encompasses yours. It's like twice the size of your hand.
she's just gonna hold it as you would hold somebody that you're talking to that you're close with, and she's just gonna be like, if you don't hear from me ever again, you know who did it. It was Reese the Holy Shade.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, and she's just gonna go off with that knowledge.
I have healing potions.
Oh! Actually, I'll take those. Do you take
Okay.
gold? Probably not.
Not really, no.
Oh,
I do.
I can make ice if you have a place to put it.
I already have ice.
Oh,
I do barter and trade.
what do you want?
What do you have?
What do you need? Oh,
What
I
do
don't
you-
know.
What are you willing to give up?
Oh, I have a potion of hill giant strength.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I don't know how much it is, but I'll take a couple of healing potions for it if that's fine.
That sounds like a trade to me.
Also, I work with the Fae, and those
Which one?
all of them. Whoever really needs me at the time. Those memory wells that they have? I got some of that
No.
juice.
What's this juice do?
Oh, it restores memories. I've never tried it before. It works really well on elves, and I know you have some sort of elves here.
Yes, I have dust children.
Oh, is that what they are?
That's what they're called.
Okay. Let's see, what else do I have? I have 20 crossbow bolts that I don't use.
I'm not a smith of that variety.
No. I
I'm
know.
sorry. Are they enchanted?
No.
Then I can't help you. I
Oh.
can take the heal giant strength potions and
Yeah,
give you two
we'll take...
healing potions.
You know what? Yes, give me 2 healing potions. Have it.
Oh. Alright, these are 2d4 plus 4.
That works for me. 2
And they
healing
have,
potions.
They have a lovely little cartoonification of this leopard gecko individual. Sumer, sundry, and arcane things.
Sumer, sundry, and arcane things.
Yep.
Lovely title. Thank you so much. Hopefully I won't die.
I hope you don't die either.
I'll bring more people.
Did you offend him?
No, I just picked him to duel with, and I didn't know who he was. That's on me.
Yeah, that's on you. That is not.
They were all scary.
You actually went up there.
I did.
You
I
saw
know
Lord
him.
Sonic.
I do. I know him.
How do you know him?
You know, through a friend.
What friend?
You know, Akir the Ashbringer? I know him.
Oh, okay. Stay right there.
Oh, okay.
Goes into the back.
I think I'm getting something for Akir.
How many
Pulls
times
out.
have people tried to name drop a Kier to get free shit?
I didn't know. I didn't know that it was going to be a thing.
Fairly often when you first started, it's been heavily discouraged. But during the discussion that's been happening of like both of them getting anxiety.
He's gonna go get the guards.
You know, Reese the Holy Shade. I'm going to fight him. I think that's like a truth. Like, who fights this man? Who knows him and fights him? Nobody. There's no way she could be lying.
Comes back with a vial. If you would do me the honor of using this or giving it to Akir and spreading in the name of my wares,
Of course.
I'll give this to you.
Akir. Thank you.
It would maybe help you live.
What does it do?
It's a second chance. As,
Put it in my pocket.
as he displays a cerulean and gossamer type shimmering liquid that goes back
Is
and
it
forth.
kind of like if I die, I pop back up? Is that what
Nope.
it's gonna be? Okay.
Nope. Congratulations, you have a vial of, dunamis.
Oh, yeah, I'll look at it and be like, "Oh, I work with this a lot, actually.
You
I'm a
do?
dramaturgist.
Oh,
Let me know if you need any spell scrolls.
I don't.
You know, I can write it for you.
I'm a chronologist.
Oh, I'll have to see if I can learn some stuff from you. Actually, I'll come back. I'll live and come back.
Yes.
We can talk later.
Sure.
I'm gonna go. She'll look down at her imaginary watch that doesn't exist. Die in 2 hours, but I'll be back. I promise.
2 hours to die? Please don't die. I don't have many returning customers. That have such stories.
I will go to Akir and give him this.
Just you're like, hey, Kier just looks at the watch on the clock on the wall. You've been gone for 7 hours.
Yeah, I was talking to so many people. I got 2 healing potions. I know exactly who this man is, and what his boots do, and what his swords do. And I'm fucked. But here is this little thing that I got from Sumir's country and arcane things. He just handed it to me. He's a chronologist.
Do I know him?
You've heard of him. He was growing some renown before you left.
He said that he wants you to have it, or I could use it to live. Who knows? But he wants you to have it. It's dunamis, but
Alright, we'll just need Francis to cast Identify. Oh.
I can cast Identify on it right now.
Who's that?
I just need 10 minutes.
You have
I'll cast Identify on it.
You have 2 hours before we're leaving or an hour before we're leaving for the party.
It's my first guess is that it's like a potion of possibility.
It is a potion of possibility.
Yeah. I will be like, oh, after 11 minutes, I will tell Akira that it's a potion of possibility.
Okay.
And explain what that is.
Basically, it gives you a reroll on once you drink it. For the next day, you get a reroll on a attack, save. All the rolls. Like one reroll.
I shall have to stop by and sneak him.
He said, tell all your friends about me. And so I'm telling you.
You want me to message your mother and tell her about him?
No.
You want me to tell her you're about to fight another drow?
She probably already knows. But I'm well prepared.
Are you?
No. So yeah, I'm gonna try not to get blinded by the light of his blade. And, apparently he can rebuke attacks. Don't know what that means.
I mean, Barlos
I guess he could counter-spell my blade. Who knows?
Rebuke attacks, or rebuff? Rebuke attacks means to harm something when you are harmed.
Oh, he's going to counter-spell my blade. He's just got runes on his blades, and so I know what the runes mean.
Surprise him with another blade. He's like, haha, you're disarmed, and he put out another sword.
You can't really get rid of my sword. It's just going to stay that way, actually.
You can be disarmed, you just have to use an action to summon it back.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just going to sit here and meditate for the next few hours, if you need me. I don't know where we're fighting.
All we've been doing since you've been gone is telling Asara about our stories.
Mm-hmm. Oscar's actually been training outside.
Oh, Oscar, I will watch him train. Who is he training with?
He's training with some of your training dummies. In the back. Like the ones that he's doing well. Buddy is telling him to match his tempo, keep a wider stance, things like that, correcting him. He's doing very well, and he's actually incorporating the shield into his strikes.
Yeah, I tell you, Jostin, he's going to be a hero yet.
He's been trying this one move. He can't do it yet, mainly due to height reasons, but almost is able to do it. He uses his momentum to strike down, try to run up the dummy and spin to hit him, but he keeps falling down with the shield. And it seems wild and unnatural for a child.
Well, he is very unnatural.
Yeah.
And I don't think he qualifies as a child anymore.
Teenager.
Still a child. He's just a tall child.
Mm-hmm.
Very experienced child.
Yeah.
This happens when a repository of martial knowledge gets dumped into a 12-year-old.
I will walk up to him while he's trying to do this weird spin thing. Since I'm all about flair, I will, get behind him while he's trying to do it and, watch him. And then try to figure out, where to correct him. And then tell him to, put his foot here, here, here. And then it should be fine.
You can roll me either an investigation or acrobatics, because that is what he's using.
Investigation. It is.
2.
You're not sure sure why he's not getting it. He seems to be doing everything right.
She'll just watch him for like the next hour and see, like, just watch what he's doing, even though she can't help him. And then eventually she'll go like change into, once like the sun starts falling, she'll go change into her darker clothes. Get ready for this dinner.
All right.
Is Oscar going to be joining us for the dinner, or is he going to decide to stay here?
He will.
That means Buddy and Vickery are going then.
Yes, they are.
I'm going to give Vickery a bow tie.
Close to the group because this is unfamiliar territory, as well as, you know.
I just put a bow tie on Vickery.
Roll me persuasion.
Come on, Vickery, you're going to be beautiful. 12. Come on, Vickery, you're going to be beautiful.
If you put a bow tie around my neck, I will
not your
rip
neck.
it off.
Not your neck, you're behind your ear, right there. Make you a beautiful little girl.
You can put it on my tail, and that is it.
At least then people will know you belong to someone, in quotes, belong to someone. They won't try to, I don't know, steal you or something like they were looking at earlier.
They could try.
I agree, they can try. They won't get far. And I'll tie the bow tie around her tail. A nice blue bow tie.
And she looks at it and is just like, "You're good with your hands."
Thank you.
But that is all.
Alright. I'm very good with my words and very good with making other people better.
Moves on. Not saying no, but also not saying yes.
Oh, she hasn't seen me in action. She doesn't know. Alright, Epoch, you ready?
Indeed.
Good. I think we'll rest here for a week or so before we head out again, in which case you'll probably want to study. If they do something you're uncomfortable with, let me know.
I've conceded to this. We have formed a partnership.
You've conceded to the partnership, but you may not have conceded to the prodding and poking. Maybe trying to find out links us together.
Very well.
Again, you are a living thing with your own wants and desires and boundaries.
I'm not trusting so much of your lord.
Or sort of
But-
acts in the benefit of us.
If you trust them, I will follow your lead.
Okay. May have to show you off a bit tonight. Shows the people that the Ashbringer has not been idle in his absence.
Guess we should put on a good show.
Okay. Everyone ready to go? It's party time. Wilson? Galen?
Yeah. Awesome.
Wilson? She's taking a nap. She'll be fine. She'll be back soon.
She died.
She muted herself. That away. But okay. With everyone ready, we will head to the gathering.
Mm-hmm. As you head to the gathering, there is quite a few individuals that you do recognize. Other adventurers that have been part of Sorix's court, but not as close as your party has been. You do see some strangers and things of that nature.
I imagine new mercenaries are going in all the time.
Yeah. Some are replacing old ones that have defunct or, have died. Things of that nature.
Yeah.
You do see this band, along with Reese, getting ready and started with festivities. You see someone that is amazingly uninteresting, and that's what makes them interesting. They don't wear lavish clothes or seem to have much in the ways of prowess, but he seems to be talking with other adventurers and
Your
not
special
part of the
talent.
serving staff.
Your special talent is that there's nothing special about you.
If you wouldn't mind telling us on what Bond looks like.
Wait, Vaughn is the one who doesn't look special?
Vaughn is the average-looking man.
I apologize. I didn't see the circle telling me that I was talking.
You weren't.
No, you weren't.
You weren't.
All right, so that's why I left and came back real quick. So in the corner, or amongst speaking to other ones, you see a very plain-looking. Besides the fact that he's an elf, pale, just a regular pale skin. He seems to be covered in what looks relatively like rags, a poncho covering a majority of his body. Not wearing any shoes. But probably the only real bit of color besides the travel greens and such that consists the majority of his clothing. He has a very bright red scarf, or like a bright red, what looks like very fine material silk headband, or a headband, headband, or what was it, a bandana tied around his forehead.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm going to getting the Heroes Forge real quick. So I can finally show off Vaughn. He seems to be the kind of person who is just part of the conversation, nodding in affirmatives to whatever's being said. He's smiling. He seems to be laughing along with jokes. But as described pretty aptly, he's very unremarkable for the most part. Let me get up real quick.
He blends in too well with the crowd, and that's what makes him stand out.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I got it. I just got to open it up, and then I got to send it to you alls.
Awesome. There's another elf. You want to fight him too?
You know I do.
Yep.
But it was specifically the drow, because I'm like, what are you doing here?
There can be only one.
There can be only one. It's me.
Watch this guy be like a level 17 something.
Oh, he's for sure a higher level than me. There's no way he's level 7.
I would say he's level 9, maybe. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna get my
well,
ass kicked.
Well, here's the thing: if they are Sorik's B team, and then I'm the A team.
All right, so it's
Someone weaker than me.
going to be an art. There he is.
Oh, look at that belly out.
Yeah, right now he has his poncho kind of like covering all that. I can't make a poncho on Heroes Forge. But yeah, no, he
did pretty close.
Yeah, I got as close as I could get because when he fights, that's what he looks like.
Rips his shirt off. Let's go, baby.
No, he just kind of like turns the poncho over and then has everything revealed. You know.
He has
Yeah.
no shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's really
He has
it.
everything
He's just there.
revealed, just his chest.
Just his
Hit
just
me
the
right here.
chest. And yeah, he's just kind of conversing amongst different adventurers. Well, not really conversing, like I said, he's just there.
I like to imagine like he could flex, and when he flexes, arrows just bounce off his chest. Like, haha, I am bulletproof.
Just pops out.
He can't, because of the poncho and the loose-fitting nature of his clothing. You can't really see his figure yet. But based on that, I was going for kind of more of a lithe, flexible kind of like runner or gymnast type build.
Yeah, I can tell you didn't push muscle all the way up to max on the slider.
Nope, I went
Okay,
the opposite
it's about the
direction.
same. It's about the same body type that Holson has. She's like not
Acrobatic.
completely hard, but like she's got a little softness.
Yeah, no, he has a strength of 9, guys.
Oh my god, I
Not
could break him in
musculature,
half.
not muscle at all, but everything else is fucking great.
I mean that's all right considering that we already have 2 muscle people, 3 Campbellos.
Mm-hmm. But
Who
yeah,
knows
no.
where she is?
So that's Vaughn. Besides, again, the shoes that he's wearing. No, he's barefoot at the moment.
All right. Well,
Okay.
we continue on our watch, making note of this strange pale elf.
I do make a note of him. I'll fight him next.
You don't have a choice. It's happening.
Also,
I don't know who he is.
and apparently now a bright, shiny silver gauntlet on his left hand, on his left arm, that you notice plain as day.
Oh, does he notice the A-team walking by?
Yes. Vaughn, you see what seems to be, as everybody states, the honored guests of this feast.
Have I been informed about anything in particular beforehand?
That they are very strong, and, Lord Storic is fine with having some bouts today if he was for, entertainment purposes, showing off displays of power, and, your little friends did tell you that this is probably the best place to root out some good competition.
Mm-hmm. So just for clarification, would there be some sort of no, he wouldn't be motivated by that. He'd literally be motivated by my little buddies. Yeah, that's why he's here. So you would see him kind of look over to you, as obviously everyone else does, and he kind of you would catch him kind of looking away for a moment, like he's hearing something, and then look back and kind of give each one of you a quick once over.
You'll notice that Holson doesn't look at you at all, but you're right next to Reese, who she's studying.
Reese actually waves to you.
I'll nod and
his arms are crossed, and then he looks over at you and does the little finger wave from still arms crossed.
Holson will nod and do the finger wave as well.
I wonder if he was studying you while you were studying him.
Oh, probably.
He has no material to go off of right now.
No, but he could follow.
No,
her.
but yeah, he could follow me. I didn't watch to see if I was being watched, but I also didn't give too much away, other than I'm a dunamis wizard. But yeah, she's wearing what normally.
He did reveal that he can read anything, which is a very unique ability to a very specific group of people.
Or I'm
If
just
you can
very
put two
well
and two
studied.
together.
Or I'm just very well studied. Who knows? He
Depends
doesn't
on
know
his
who me.
intelligence.
I don't know what it is. I just know he's really fast. Very scary.
I'm thinking ranger,
But-
but we'll see.
I really think he's like a blood hunter. That's what my, like, either that or he's like a rune knight. Because he's a martial class. And he's
And he
got
has
runes on his
runes.
blade. Yeah. So, like, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm
So
so
I've
excited.
got nothing. I've got nothing to really, like, tell me exactly what he is. Holson's wearing everything. She's, like, wearing, like, her little, like, turtleneck thing. It's all very fitted, tight clothes. Which is not very normal. But, she's got her, like, deep eggplant, like, family crest on. Because this is a nice dinner. But
Mhm.
she's got her family crest, like, on with the purple. Like, if you know anything about the impulse, you know that's their color. She's got her she's got her wand thing. Her wand bolero thing. Not bolero. Holster. Her wand holster. But, she's not wearing
Holster.
her, like, coat. What?
You do see a symbol on this man because you have what we're looking at him. You see a symbol on a chain, which looks to be like a mixture of dark links and silver. Roll
On a
your
chain?
religion check.
I do have religion. Oh, I'm not that religious.
You have
Whew.
no idea.
I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna
You can use your
re-roll that.
We're at the end of the session.
Mm-hmm.
I hope
I'm gonna
we end
re-roll
with
that.
Dragonborn.
And I have my book holsters that have my wizard books,
Mhm.
but my little book holsters, and I'm gonna add a D4 to that.
Ooh, nice.
That is the
Where are
symbol
there?
of. Oh, you're gonna.
I'm gonna add a
D4.
D4. Hold on.
Yeah, but get a little bit more. 21.
One.
22.
22. What do I know?
1d4 plus 1?
I don't know why it's 1d4 plus 1. It's 1.
Oh.
21.
That is the symbol of Elistray.
My favorite. Well, my second.
Elistray?
The dancing drow swordswoman, the goddess, one of the good gods of drow.
Well, technically, I think she's like the only good god, but she's also the daughter of both Lolth and Corellin.
Yep.
What do they worship?
Her
Like, what is
her
she the
dom-
god of?
her domains are light, nature, healing, singing, or song, and freedom.
Well, if I notice that, actually, I'll go up and talk to him.
He disengages from conversation to talk with you. And while you guys are talking, Sorik actually waves you over, Akir.
Yes, my liege. I follow you anywhere. I go.
Come.
Fangirl.
Oh, like you wouldn't believe.
I can see it.
Yes.
You know, you only see what he's showing.
Yeah. Sorik actually takes you into another room. And down a hallway. The preparations have been met. If you would like, assuming from your dress, we can begin the procedure.
Please.
Present you properly.
Please, I've been weak to return back to a normal form.
Indeed. This way. As he takes you down, down, down.
There
Several
you go,
levels.
There's something for you to read.
Down, down to the hurling ring of fire.
Power.
Burn, burn, burn.
Yeah, that was
Taking you
very
to-
different than from what I was singing. I was singing Fallout Boy.
Oh.
Yeah, I was thinking down, down. Mhm. Okay,
But,
so
yeah, there you go, Holston. There's something for you to read.
he
I
takes
will
you
read
down
it.
to a chamber. Beneath, you've never been in this chamber before. It has several veiled arcanists within, priests of Soric. And leads you over to what seems to be a pit of emerald water with steam coming off of it. This will allow me to change and shape you as you once were.
Thank you, Your Majesty. And Nakira began to take off her outfit so she can wade underwater.
Wade into the water, and it is deep. You can fully submerge yourself and still not feel the bottom.
Nakira takes a
As
deep
this
breath
large
and
pool.
Nakira takes a deep breath and turns to Soric. Your generosity knows no limits.
And you see Soric transform into this almost halfway state between dragon and man,
Ooh.
gaining a large horn through the front, unfurling giant, majestic dragon wings, extending a tail, scales, and eyes change as he grows in size once more. Scales and spikes protrude out of his honeyed skin as the lights turn from this soft reddish glow to that of sparking blue and white.
Sorry.
Extending forward as the water around you bubbles. It's warm. It's extremely warm. Almost to the point of discomfort, but at the same point, almost losing sense of your body as a whole. You see him manipulate the water with some sort of magic and godly power from your perspective. And without any sense or reason, you feel your form shift and be tugged back to what you were. So you see him move more, inciting symbols, and you hear chants. Your form seems to rebuff, but also submit to this changing of form. As you suddenly feel a breaking sensation, a shifting, a tearing and restructuring of yourself. You feel it from two ends. One from Soric, and another from Unseen, from within almost like a power struggle.
Do I get a choice in the matter?
The choice is that of two different forms. One where you are back to your former glory, and one that gives you freedom, and one that you have not taken.
So,
One that basically is transforming you back into a Dragonborn, and the other one is an unknown form.
is the unknown form going to be the Starlight Dragon?
You can roll an insight to see what's twisting the form.
I'll use all of my insight, all of my stuff.
You have my reroll for this one, buddy.
Okay, that's a 17. I want to add my inspiration just because I really want. Is that good enough? Because I really want it.
You that's enough to tell the form,
Okay.
like where the change is coming from. It's not good enough to get a detail on what your form will be.
Well, there we go. Time to add the D8. Why didn't it roll? 22.
22. You have a clearer picture. There will be aspects of both forms that will be present of your former glory and something different, something humanoid.
Being humanoid.
But the unknown would be somewhat draconic,
Yeah.
but humanoid. Because I'm imagining Vigis doing it. There's no other draconic force inspiring or in me except for the brass dragon. It could turn me back to brass, which also is not a bad thing. All right, I'm gonna go for the unknown because I like it. I like the curiosity.
All right. As you seem to give in.
You are now a kobold.
As you seem to give in, your form shifts as the ritual has been hijacked by another entity using your lord's power as a conduit to feed into this new form. As you ripple and explode out of the water, you feel strange. And your form actually puts Soraka back on his back leg as he steps away from you. Curious and confused. But you also see a sneer. As it could be clearly told that something interrupted his ritual. You feel a return of claws of a draconic make. You feel a tail. You feel sharpened teeth, but not in the same construction as a muzzle or a maw. Human in some respects. You feel this pain, it shifts back and forth between bestial and man. Feel horns hair, and added appendages protruding from your back.
I am curious. Does it
As you
hurt?
look at your reflection, it hurts because of the restructuring, but it feels like it's settling. You still feel that ability to shift, but not in the same way. Not like a snake. But you also see yourself as possibly something new.
Well, yes, I look at myself.
You see a handsome face with what seems to be the speckling of different iridescent scales going across the cheeks from the top of the head. Long hair. And 2 sets of branching horns that curl backwards. Draconic-like eyes. As you extend your wings, they share these scales and leathery backed. And you don't know what to make of yourself, I'm assuming. Because you were halfway between a Dragonborn and what looks to be an elvish or skinned humanoid.
I rub my fingers. Like, do I have claws or do I have fleshy hands or scaly hands?
They're scaly on top and more fleshy on the bottom, like leather. But you do have claws. You return back to your original height.
Oh, let me see what I got for that.
So your clothes do fit.
Oh, he's stripped before he walked in. Right now, he's naked.
Yeah. You know, he naked. And it's basically like an Adonis type body.
Okay, so let me get I re-rolled for his height and stuff last session for whatever the hell he'd get. 6'4" and 285 pounds.
You don't know what to make of this. But you do see 3 different types of scales. Like they're in a gradient.
What it look like?
So it starts from the RAS coloring, going into the blue, into this bejeweled pearlescent white. And you feel strong. But also very strange.
Akira will just hold his arms up to his side. Is he tall enough now to touch the bottom?
He's tall enough to like graze the bottom. The pit itself is like 15 feet deep.
Okay.
So
Akira will make his way to the edge of the pool and look at himself, and then look to Lord Sorek. I am now born of dragon, as opposed to being dragonborn.
I do not know what this is. Somebody has messed with my magics. We can try again if you wish, but I guarantee not what this form done so will do.
No matter what I look like, Lord Thoric, no matter what form I hold, I will always be your Ashman. I am curious, 'cause I feel something in there. I feel. And I'm going to try to activate the shifting power he said I felt.
You do so, and you feel it shift as your wings extend from their vestigial form to engulf with energy. And you begin to gain more scales and maw. You grow in size slightly. Still in this halfway form, but more bestial.
What do I feel? Do I feel like the instincts again in like the serpent form, or is it?
The instinct is there, but it does feel different. It does feel you can fly.
With my massive wings extended, I turn to Sora, just breathing with power. I don't know what this is, Lord Thoric, but I feel great.
Maybe this is a side effect of your pact
That's-
with so many of them. Things to study.
And I'll try to get rid of the transformation form.
You do so, and you revert back.
So just so I know what the hell is going on, what tentacle race am I?
Technically, you're a brand new race.
I was thinking,
We're not
remember that picture you showed us a while back where you're like the new version of Dragonborn, which is more humanoid?
Yes. So I saw.
I think that's what I'm picturing.
Am I? So I have human features and draconic features.
You are now on your way to becoming an ascended dragonborn.
So I'll put ascended dragonborn partly. What racial features do I keep and get rid of?
You keep all the dragonborn stuff.
Okay.
You gain a shifting ability that gives you similar features, but you gain a claw and a bite during this form, and you are able to fly.
Okay, so I'm gonna be putting this stuff in if anybody else wants to do something while I update my sheet.
Yep. You also get a cantrip,
What kind?
Mind Sliver.
I like that one. Oh, so write it down. Note. Mind liver. Which elemental resistance do I get? Because I got like 3 of them now.
So you keep the resistances from your forms, the blessings, because I believe you get a resistance for each of those, right?
What do you mean? The blessing.
The blessing, the chromatic dragon, and things like that.
Chromatic Dragon just allows me to imbue a weapon with extra elemental damage. And Metallic just gives me the wings. My resistances were just fire because I was brass, and then it would be lightning if I'm blue.
Yeah.
Or
so
radiant because I'm starlight.
You would keep your lightning resistances, but
Okay.
you can reduce damage coming from psychic attacks by your bardic die. And that's just a passive. You don't have to spend it.
Okay. Kick reduction, 1d8. Boy, I'm having a moment. I apparently forgot how to spell psychic.
I can't help you. I'm dyslexic.
It's like right there. It's right there in front of me, and I misspelled it multiple
Yes.
S-Y.
I got
C.
it. I got it.
H. I was like, I started spelling it, and then I was like, I'm muted.
Yeah. I
Okay,
would call
so
this pseudo ascended dragonborn.
Pseudo. So I keep my shifting abilities, except I gain natural weapons for how much damage?
Bite does 1d6, the claws do 1d4.
Bite 1d6.
Then you have the ability to fly equal to your walking speed.
Fly equal to walking. Alright, I'm gonna type a more detailed version of this out if Holson and Vaughn want to do something real quick.
Of course.
Does she approach the group? You know, but yeah, no, Vaughn's
I'm approaching Reese, but I guess whoever's in the group with Reese would also see me approaching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I guess I'd be in that group, just kind of flowering at that side, the side of the conversation.
I'm like walking with a purpose.
Yeah.
So, you approach, and you do, Vaughn, feel something emanating from her that's like a challenge.
I feel like he feels a challenge from me? What?
It's a part of a thing, don't worry.
He knows what I'm talking about. You don't have to.
I'm confused.
As you approach, you see just like a sudden like shift in personification of his like there's like how's the best way to explain it? Like he's the kind of person who's just there most of the time, and you see him like take a sudden step forward to kind of like break your line of walking towards Reese. But in that same instance, as he takes a step, he reverts back for a second and kind of like retracts that step away as he clears his throat and honored guest, it is good to get to meet you. And he kind of like looks away.
Name is Holson. You don't have to call me honored guest.
Up until just now, I did not know your name nor the names of any of your companions.
She'll turn around and see that Akira's not there. Just, point to the little owl man, Quill, the big, giant, pale man, Galen. She's gonna start like naming them as they like go down the line of like people who are just kind of like standing there, probably looking a little awkward because Kira's not there anymore.
Yeah. As Vaughn gazes upon Galen, there is a bubbling on the inside to fight that man. As well as
you see that same like shift in personification in his eyes. Because he has the scarf kind of covering a majority of his face, or the poncho, the color of the poncho, like really bunched up around his face. Mm-hmm. And he locks eyes with Galen, and again, there's that aura of aggression that surrounds him all of a sudden. The same thing that briefly happened with you before The kind of aura that would make your fight or flight response. You know how when you get goosebumps when you're feeling tense? Kind of feeling
Yes.
before he takes a moment and like you feel he just kind of like takes in a deep breath and then like pulls himself back to the more meek version of himself than he was before, and he just takes in a deep breath and yes, it's good to meet you. I've only heard some small bits and pieces from what we were able to gather while knowing that the events this evening was going to take place.
I'm curious what you learned. But, do I
Yes.
notice this weird behavior?
Yeah, I mean, what's your insight?
Oh. It's a plus. I have a +5 to my insight
Yes.
skill check.
You
But,
would see a definite shift in posture. Like you know when you see a cat and the back the hair on their back stands up when they see another cat? Kind of like the
Yes.
equivalent of that in an elf.
Okay. She will take note and just be like, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Reese, I learned your name. Um,
You're
Is
looking
he a
out at Reese?
yeah. Is he your bodyguard?
He is not.
Oh
He is.
no. No, I'm not.
He's just you're just kind of like standing in front of him,
No.
and
He's.
so
I'm standing at it like his 5 o'clock.
I don't know what that means.
I'm slightly behind him on his left.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
I'm not-
turned to make way.
Yeah.
This individual actually came here for a bout. Thoric was quite intrigued with your duel suggestion and actually made an open invite to those that want to fight
Me?
and display themselves in for Thoric.
Oh, I was like specifically fight me.
No, there will be others.
Oh, okay.
My understanding, you have challenged Reese.
Oh, you know, he just seemed like he knew what he was doing.
I only know bits and pieces of reputation on his part, but I'm sure everything will be fine. There are other fighters besides me who have taken to the stand, but it'll be up to Lord Sorik to decide who will challenge who amongst your group. Galen or any who choose to fight to display, is my understanding.
Do you want to fight him? And she'll take your act of aggression towards him for like that slight bit as like, do you not like him?
Oh no, I have nothing against any of you personally. No, that's not the. It is simply my masters, my teachers are constantly enforcing the idea of fighting strong opponents to train. And I can quickly very sense that you are all skilled. It is just. Yes, I'm anticipating that. Sorry.
Well, don't
And he kind of like
apologize.
shies away.
Don't apologize. He hurts. Have fun. She'll just give you that much.
I would expect nothing less from Lord Sorik's honored guests.
But he's a lovely man. You should really go talk to him. Truly a sweetheart, honestly. And I was just coming over to tell you, actually. She will point to his silver chain on Reese's body.
Yes?
Interesting. I just noticed it from a distance. That's why I turned this way. Are you an active follower? Or...
Yes.
Interesting.
I've gained many gifts from my mistress.
So you're more of a champion, then?
I am a proven and seasoned warrior of her order. Similarly to how Batha is a seasoned and proven warrior to a storm god.
Get that. I don't really have a god per se, but interesting.
Each to their own.
I mean, it's all right. I'm quite familiar with
I mean, would not your patron be considered a god?
you know,
Ooh.
she isn't.
So you do not treat her as a deity?
She is not one. In
I
the
see.
term,
In the
she
term?
is powerful and she
I
can
do
do
not
great
disagree.
things. But I don't think she's really a god. She tells me that all the time.
So
But no, I just know of them from my upbringing. So I know more
it
about
is
the moon and nature aspects of godhood than anything
absolutely.
else. Familiar, extremely familiar with her.
I see.
But
Maybe we do
I've
have
learned,
things to talk about.
possibly,
I heard you're quite the student of magics.
I am a wizard, yes.
Well, don't sell yourself short. You've learned some dunamis, as was told to us. Dunamancy is quite rare, as well as well-kept secret.
There's a chronologist here in town.
He's
Lovely
available.
man.
He is nice. From what I hear from his reputation, he does well in the market. But I am not one of those that would pursue the learned arcane.
Alright. It's not for everyone. But
No.
it wasn't for me
Based-
for a while. But
It's a hard thing to grasp. And I
I agree.
commend you for your studies.
But thank you. I look forward to seeing what your goddess has in store.
Are you
What
wanting
we really
to do a show, or do you want to actually have a proper bout?
I mean, don't kill me, but
I don't plan on it.
that's my only request.
Would you
As
like...
long as I don't die, I'm fine.
I guess we could put it as a mercy word or a safe word when you feel I've gone too far or you've gone too far.
You knock me unconscious, then you can stop. How about that?
And you do not take this as the wrong way. Do you not faint? I know that is a valid tactic with some individuals fainting and then, striking when guard is down. I don't want to go overboard.
Gonna be. I'll give you what I have, and I want to see what you've got. And I'm sure your lord also wants to see everything that I can do and what I can withhold and withstand.
suggest maybe to give a full display of our powers and abilities. Maybe a preparatory round before the start of the fight, so we can go all out.
I agree. Feel free to give me everything you've got.
Well, I'll let you have the first turn.
Oh, well, thank you.
It is customary for a guest. Show me what you've got.
Sorry.
She'll hold out her hand and just shake his if he wants to.
Takes it.
I look forward to our fight.
It is a strong grip, but it is firm enough that it doesn't hurt.
He's
to
stronger
be
than he
gentle.
looks.
He is stronger than he looks.
Is he stronger than me? Could I gauge that from like?
You can
Affirmative.
roll an insight on how his strength is, or you can roll a medicine.
It's gonna be something I'm proficient in. So, insight.
I will actually go ahead and insight that as well, just to double check.
You certainly can.
I'm not
I'm
hiding
gonna
it.
use two dice. Is that all right?
You what? Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm not hiding that I'm trying to see how strong he is. Just as I'm sure he's trying to see how strong I am.
That's a 25 to insight. What's the difference between them?
The difference between them? Ooh, that's a good thing. He is stronger than you. He's quite a bit stronger than you.
Yeah, I assume he's stronger than me. I have a strength of 14.
Exact difference is going to be 6.
Oh my god!
6 levels?
The difference in strength is 6.
Oh,
No, I have a 14. Dear
So
God.
He has a 20.
That's 20. But I'm
that
sure
means when he hits you, he's gonna hurt.
I mean, when I hit him, it's gonna hurt. I'm maxed out of my charismas. That's what I use for the most part, and then my intelligence is pretty at max as well, so it's gonna hurt regardless.
Yeah, no, but I was
just have to
kind of
avoid this
going.
hit.
I was kind of going more for like level of experience.
With the 25, he's a bit more experienced than you are, but not in the same way.
Well,
He is
between
one
him and
level
Wilson. Yeah. Okay, he's a whole level. Okay.
I could beat a level higher if I play it smart.
Mm-hmm. And you have your boons, and it seems like he has boons too, because he didn't wear eyewear. His eyes are different.
Yeah, my sunglasses are now just regular glasses. I do have those dark in the sunshine, light in the dark glasses.
You do sense magic from this individual, but you're not too sure what level of magic.
I think he's a rune knight. Either that or he is one of those like low-key warlock blood hunters.
And about this time, Sorik and an individual you do not recognize, but is wearing Akira's clothing. A handsome individual with long hair, horns curled up to the top. The Ashbringer has returned with a mighty new form. As he pushes forward, the new form of Akir. And it's nothing like you've seen before. It's like halfway between man and dragon.
And he stands there, his wings out, or his wings extended pridefully. As he takes his place like in the center above, I assume above the arena.
Mm-hmm. There is a pit that's like 3 feet down. You can just walk into the center. There are steps. I guess we should talk about them in today's bouts. The first bout will be between Reese and Wholesome. If you wouldn't mind stepping into the stage.
Okay, I will step into the stage.
As
Wholesome steps away, in a hushed tone, Vaughn will kind of like step closer to Reese's ear, and you just kind of quickly ask, "You don't intend to harm her in any way, right? To show off, I mean."
Oh, he can hurt me. Let's go.
it looks to you, and he undoes his overcoat robes.
I
We've
mean,
agreed upon the state of battle. Harm will be healed.
As long as he doesn't kill me, that's all I care about.
And he is fucking jacked. And you see the pure, like, Marvel Dorito of a superhero.
Not the triangle form.
The triangle form, yes. As he steps in to the ring, taking off his shoes, and he's not wearing any armor.
Do I also have to take off my shoes? Should I be taking off my shoes?
No, that's up to you. Like, he's actually, no, he did not take off his shoes.
Yeah, I was like,
'cause there's
should
a
I
state.
be doing this too?
But he seems very relaxed, and like that clothing wasn't hiding any armor. You see small
I'm wearing my
slits,
armor.
and as he pulls out his 2 swords, they looked like scimitars from the shape, and they are thin like them, but they're too long. Just a little bit too long. They're... It's if a longsword got shaved down and curved, like a saber.
Okay.
With like a very deep curve.
I will pull out my blade, my little wood blade, and just... I don't know. I'm wearing essentially like bodycon at this point. Like, he could see where my muscles are. But... So I'm going first?
For prep, you can do a whole turn of prep. He'll do a whole turn of prep. And next session, we'll start with that. But the thing that you see and notice is that he closes his eyes, takes a stance, opens them, and they're pure white.
Creepy.
The glow. As you see elements of steam start to rise up off of him.
As a prep for me, I am going to cast I don't know if I want to cast my 3rd level. No. I'm going to cast a 1st level metallic exaltation and just like breathe my iron shavings. I'll just like take some iron shavings from I'm sure, the ground or something, and then just blow it, and then watch it like circle around me.
All right. And next session, we will see how this fight goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Hikir just looks down at Holston and says, "I hope you're ready."
Nope. Gotta get real hurt. Gonna get real hurt.
Oh yeah, he sucks.
Oh, I'm gonna get real hurt. Can't wait.
Yep.
Cannot
Can't
wait.